Uh, yeah. Basically, we interrogated Mr. Spider-Man for a while. Learning that I believe it was his daughter, right,
Correct.
had become a sort of fate weaver, quote unquote. Um, and upon coming here, her dabblings in faith may have created a bunch of arachnid sort of themed changes in her people, making them into these header caps and spider folk. Uh, uh, um, we spoke to some bodies of specifically of Elwyn's old clan. One of them being less amiable to him. Apparently, we spoke to the lady elf, and we learned that they came along a bit ago just to I guess settle down. I don't really recall what the reasoning was, but they were sent to scout out the area and see if it was habitable, maybe. Um, but yeah, um, we sort of settled on the fact that we would probably have to meet this EoFH lady to um, either find whatever we're looking for in this broken down temple or cease whatever influence is creating these spidery creatures and encouraging the wrath of that skeleton that killed the tree. Um, Clora said that she probably wouldn't be going further based on the amount of danger that we had been experiencing. And Jethris walked her home while the rest of the group got in a short rest. Um, and afterwards, we head further into the belly of the beast. Um, uh, 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 Mr. Zonkier giving us a blessing of see invisibility and invisibility, right? Um,
Invisibility, not invisibility, just invisibility.
okay, he gave us invisibility, and we uh, snuck on up on some spider people, some driders that were chattering with amongst themselves. I can't remember if we understood them at all. I don't. I wasn't actually there for that part. I had to do something. Um, but apparently one of them was able to spot us through our invisibility, um, and we had to engage with them. Uh, uh, um, and we did so, attacking giant spider and drider alike. But at one point, Mr. Ettercap Man said that one of the driders was a demon. So Jethris dispelled such illusion, and it seemed like the driders were not aware of this happenstance or amiable to it. So what we did what we do best. We slaughtered all of them. Being ambushed by a huge, gigantic, enormous spider that was turned into a squirrel and thrown into a pit of demise. The end, I think.
I was trying to see if you were trying to recall something additional or not, but indeed, this is exactly what occurred during our last session as the group takes takes the opportunity of this ambush and strikes down both forces that seem to even carry enmity in between themselves. As the fight dies down, you look quickly and around you. What exactly just happened, as you didn't even get a chance to respond or react to this, with Zone Kir moving slightly besides the rest. As your invisibility has faded, he will end his own as well. He looks left and right and moves a little bit closer towards the Drider in here.
Mm.
He places his hand onto its face, stands and gives it a quick look straight in the eye, the multiple spider like eyes, then lets it drop on the ground and his gaze turned back towards the lot of you. We will need to rest soon. Not for any other reason, as patrols are heavier at night and we are already behind enemy lines. The war down below operates opposite as the one above. We are still close to the surface. The more patrols will be coming through this at night. It'll be best if we hide. Invisibility. Our invisibility has faded, and there's still a long way before we get to our. Follow me.
Oh,
I know a place.
All right.
There are some stalagmites hollowed out. It shouldn't be able to fit all of you, but we can split.
uh, before we go, uh, I'll go back and pick up that two dead body. Uh, these these spiders did not know they are being accompanied by fiends.
As I told you, no, it is not only you that's sick. My daughter, the forces of the Spider Queen and the spider and the speeder demons. Speeder, I'm not sure if it is a speeder or spider, but it is with a Y. There's the creatures that you saw, those demons.
It's the it's to joke. It's not spider. It's spider, but it's actually shider. It's actually a play on shy, like
Okay,
shy spider.
okay, a cider.
Cider, yeah, cider. It's like cider. You can say cider.
Let's see how that
Mm.
one goes. But again, you get the idea of what it speaks. Those
Eh,
wolf-like demons, agents of the Queens of Curse and her daughter. Both of them fight for the chance to control my daughter. She's cunning, hasn't let them. It is an ongoing battle. She pitted them against one another, so she doesn't have to do much of her work. The few creatures that arrive in her lair are easy if she needs to dispose.
mm. So let's be it then. Uh, turn ready to move on.
Yeah, I mean that's what he just said.
We're here. Let's go. Where's all the spiders?
In the war down below, spiders everywhere. And Jonkir starts striding again up in the head. quickly and nimbly. He knows the layout of this place. And it won't be long. In about 5 to 10 minutes from there, he will usher you to hide and he will obscure himself. Goel, not trusting that those shenanigans themselves will work, will use his magic and cast pass without trace. Make certain that you are obscured. And indeed, a patrol of drow, a few of them on top of giant spiders, a few of them on top of lizards, pass by. Some slayers they have to their side, quaggoth mainly, but also some goblinoids such as Backbear or even an ogre you will might spot into the distance. Zonkir continues to lead you down this path, this webbed field. His hands move and snatch the strands of webs that might be spotted in here. He continues his way, and that path will continue diverging and splitting again and again, becoming nearly impossible to track your way back. But what am I even on about? You have Goel with you. His labyrinthine like all. If he wants to get out of here, he can tell exactly the way to go about it. As you continue, you will find a clearing, a little less spiderwebs around there, but mainly stalagmites and stalactites in the area. Zonkir turns towards you. Keep low. There are ropers and pincers above us. Stay low as I am, and we won't be encountering them. The drow do not check in here. Those creatures from above can easily ambush them. And Zankir goes prone and starts to crawl into the side over there, a little bit of a distance, about 80 feet from you. You can see, for those that are able, and for the others that their eyesight is slowly approaching towards the area, you will see this massive stalagmite over there. However, there seems to have been damage. As Junki moves towards her, he presses himself against it and reveals an opening. Some of you go there, the rest with me. He turns back and looks towards you, Halloween. You can leave those two, and that smaller one. Might not be comfortable, but I doubt that they will care. You see three. Two of them are big enough to contain up to 4 people. The other one is smaller. Perhaps good to be used as a place to leave items in there, stuff as such.
I'll push to body there. Uh, take a long breath and exhale. Just make sure that we return to pick them up later.
I can only show you the way. Cannot do much more other than that.
Not.
Regulus looks towards you with his staff on his hand, using some of his clothing to make it no longer illuminate. I know that I am following you, but are you sure about resting in this place? Goel kind of just grabs and shoves him from the. Come on, you with me? You won't talk and ring our ears for the night. We'll stay silent and kind of just moves towards the stalagmite. And as he moves there with Snowsong and Regulus, there is barely room for one more. You turn and look towards yourselves. Up to you. Do you want to rest together with Zonkir or with Zirin? Zirin will be here in a few more minutes, but for now he is AFK, so
I guess with
entirely up to
Zirin.
you. Zonkir moves then with Regulus and Goel, and Zirin moves with It's a very, very, very tight space. Not enough room for the lot of you. You gotta just crouch towards there. grab and gather your arms a little bit to the side, or at the very least try to, as you all try to fit in this place. There are a couple of holes dug or more so pierced into the hollow shell, the stalagmite, allowing you sight outside. You can barely see the path towards there. And it won't be even a handful of minutes before you see more creatures moving towards there. You won't get a good sight of what creatures they were, but judging by the eight-legged appearance, you can probably tell that they're spider-like, skittering through there into the distance from the underdark path.
What's the opening of these sort of caves like that were in these outlets? Are they stone?
Entirely, yes. Though dug in such a way and shaped to provide cover from outside. You need to know that those exist here in order to check or even rest there. Yeah, in the back of them, not in the front of the display, as they are displayed from the path, you will be able. There are openings through there, slim openings, and you might have to squeeze towards there, but no one of you is unable to get there.
Okay.
You move towards there, there's a comfortable situation. The 3 plus Zirin, 4 of you gotta just stand there. Zirin will say, well, I must say that this is getting awfully personal, that I wasn't very much ready for. I'll try to concentrate. And he kind of just turns his head slightly to the side, closes his eyes as he's trying to go into a trance.
I mean, dude, what do you mean it's getting personal? This is your thing we're here for.
I know, he says with closed eyes, but I wasn't expecting to go on hugs with you already. Barely met you.
Hmm.
Time can go ahead, sorry. I interrupted someone. I'll continue. Time continues to pass. Zirin leaned a little bit to the side. Alwyn as well trying to get some rest, keeping an eye to his allies. Judas trying to rest in this place as well, but he needs to actually uh, sleep. Similar to Jeffress, as this is clearly not the greatest hospitality that you have ever received.
I
If
mean,
you go ahead,
for
sorry.
like, yeah, it might be uncomfortable. Like I believe maybe one of his years that he been as a slave with a door guard that making him mining in a like a place he could just find any place and sit and meditate. Thanks to his elven heritage, that he doesn't have to lay and sleep.
Clearly much better than how others are currently faring so. Not in there, Zethros. Like, I don't know, wouldn't be able to squeeze through that path.
Okay.
But unless somebody wants to be doing something during said time, you are eligible for a long rest.
Um, uh,
Over the hours, you will spot patrols. It's not going to be the most comfortable sleep that you ever had. And at the very end of it, I will need you to make my constitution saving throw, but you will get the benefits of a long rest regardless.
Constitution thing for you say?
All of us.
I have.
Yes, it's a DC 10 only.
How did you understand what Judas said?
We listened.
I listened. It was gibberish from me. Like I think he was eating something while he talking.
What the hell? How do you want to create this character? What's going on here? Sheet updated, eh?
The arcane. I made a constitution.
I'm gonna cast a 4th level Bane into the Ring of Spell Story.
As you find that opportunity, as you're all standing together, you speak a few words of power, slightly bite onto your fingertip, and slowly the blood runs slowly down the part of your finger and into the ring, coating it and absorbed in it. It glows. For a bit.
Weird. What? Hey, this not this now. I didn't even roll advantage. I just rolled.
Maybe you have the option, always roll advantage. Give me a second, I'll take a look for you.
Oh, there we go. Now it's fixed. Yes. I think it's just been. It was a bit. I think it was a bit behind.
Okay, no worries. But you are not exhausted, which is the main part, or the main need for that one. If somebody wants to add anything for the rest of the long rest, or something that they will to do before it is completed, now is the opportunity for it.
No. I can't even make sound right now because we're trying to be quiet. So no.
Yeah.
I mean, you can whisper to your allies. I don't think that.
I don't want to fucking whisper to these assholes.
I mean, you are
Who's a
clearly
fucking asshole, you asshole?
you
You're
are
an asshole.
inches away from the heads of your other characters. Inches, not even a feet away from their face.
Oh,
Like that is how close
guys,
you
good
are.
news. Good news, good news.
Is
Wow.
this in
Now
character? What's happening?
5e tools updated updated this content to player handbook 24.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some information there. You'll be able to. Hopefully, that is what you'll be able to use for.
Sorry, I
your
was just
character.
I was just like, ew, this is so nice.
Right.
This is free.
No, but that's it.
More than fine. Again, if you gotta just in there trying to sleep by the very earliest of the morning, this is clearly the most uncomfortable you have been for a while. Your bones, your whole body has never rested for that many hours in that type of position, as one would say. Time passes very slow when you're trying to not move much, not breathe much, not speak much, and at the same time trying to rest. Constant skittering outside in the area, as infested as it is clearly unappealing and unnerving to the lot of. I will require for the lot of you, all three of you, in fact, to roll me a d100. Let's start with Judas first.
Need to roll a d100.
Correct.
Oh, nice and high.
Maybe that's good or terrible.
Only he will know.
As constantly after that arrest is finished, Judas, at the very end of it, you feel constantly crawling with those mites that bite that are everywhere. You don't wear the armor even. How could they get everywhere? They're in your pants, they're in your clothing, whatever it is that you're wearing in your boots. You can feel them from time to time, biting again and again towards you, making it
They're biting?
rather hard
Uncomfortable?
to remove them.
Painful? Painful?
Caden, yeah, that is not a bad thing for Judas. That actually
It's
good
like
thing.
it's like cool. Oh, I've got constant reminders of constant scratching and pain. Oh, awesome.
It's less painful, but it's just stinging. Instantly,
It's
time
painfully
again.
It's painfully irritating.
That is a good
Yes.
way to see to it, as clearly they are not helping
I
you
will always win.
much.
I will be victorious.
But alas, currently, as you are,
Scratches.
and for the
You
next.
see him.
Oh, go
He
ahead, sorry.
constantly scratches, and you can see some welts and swellings on his body here around the tattoos and stuff as he starts scratching,
Mm.
scratching, scratching.
While in the region, Judas, for now, at the very least, and before something is used to cleanse them, you will have disadvantage only on ability checks. You're not wearing medium nor heavy armor, so that will not translate into heavy or into attack rolls or saving throws. But on ability checks, they might be a constant irritation and something that will interrupt slightly your concentration here and there. That being said, and I'll leave everyone an opportunity to react or do things with that. But Jethros, I need you to roll me D100 as well. Huh. Jethros, roll me another D100. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to roll even more, but just give me a second. This is- As you are doing so, as you are resting towards there, you constantly clear, like rolling behind your ear, something is digging. Perhaps some insect is ravaging on the stalagmite, and it doesn't let you sleep for a while. You slam or flick your finger towards them. Maybe they will go away if you bug them and annoy them. And as you struck, the whole shell of that part of the stalagmite gets picked apart or taken apart as brittle as is infested with termites. As you break towards there, a few debris fall close to your feet. Some bones is what you see in there, as this was a small pocket, a hiding spot in that area where somebody put some strange little offerings there. Some bones there are, but also a few coins. Roll me 2d6 and another 2d6 as you follow the pouch and you follow the coins and reach out a pouch that is stuck in that part. You get 6 gold coins and 2 platinum coins. I know it's not much, but that is what you find, and that is what you rolled
Sicko mode.
in there. As you could just find the skippers, pretty much, and this scenario, as you figure out the small treasure that exists in this uh, dome. And Elwin, last but not least, roll me your D100.
Okay. D100. Let's see. 34?
34. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, Elwin.
Wow. Okay. Was that really bad?
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
Just to point out, Kaizen, of course, when he uh, rests for a long rest, he doesn't wear his armor because, heavy armor.
Yes, I am very much aware of. As you stand towards there, and the moment that you are able to trance and meditate, or you manage to calm few moments you get peace. And that extends for the next 3 hours.
Sorry,
And
can you
then
repeat that?
you go into a trance,
Mhm.
and for the next 3 hours, everything fades from around you as you are able to once again revisit memories of old that shall help and protect you in that, or at the very least, spare you the uncomfortable situation around. It feels less as if you're where you currently are and more as if you're revisiting your memories. But as you're about to complete your long rest, a nasty bite mark will uh, spring you and throw you entirely out of it. And as you put your hand to muzzle yourself and make it muffle yourself as much as you can to make the sound come out and not alarm everything and everyone around you, your eyes widen, your veins bulge. You look down towards there, and a nasty spider bite is there. You don't see the spider anywhere around, but at the very least, that didn't seem regular. At the very least, you should be, hopefully, resisting to the poison as you are not feeling any adverse effects. You look around and you can see Jethro sleeping, his head kind of just leaned over towards Zirin. Zirin trancing, his head leaned over towards Judas. Judas, from time to time, you can see him scratching himself as he is also sleeping as you return to your trance.
Is
And
the
as
bite in the neck or the hand or leg?
on your leg, on your
Mm.
feet.
Ugh, damn it, spiders. Is it when I look to the bite mark? Is it like a tiny spider, like the size of, let's say, Black Widow, or the
You didn't
size of?
see the spider
No, no, I
in
mean
this.
the size of
Oh,
bite. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a
because it's,
tiny, tiny
uh,
one.
but it's really painful.
Yep.
Okay.
Threw you off the long rest, and you started again, but you had the time because elves and all.
Yeah.
Alas, soon enough, you will all awake. You will hear soft tapping. You've been eagerly awake for the last hour or so as you're waiting for any signal that you are to move towards there. You hear a faint tapping onto your stalagmite, and you hear the voice of Jean Pierre. Let's go. Quick, up and at it. We're moving now. The drow should be moving less frequent. Only big search, not patrols any longer.
Okay.
Are we gonna collect our friend and our stuff before we leave, or what?
Friend.
Seems the right thing to do. Read this entire word, but yeah.
You see right
Because
beside him both Regulus and Goel stand towards there, as Regulus will turn towards Ethan and say, see, I didn't go anywhere, I'm still here.
Why you turn to me for that?
You told me that I'm not gonna be next time we sleep.
Well, I didn't know.
Well, to be honest.
I was asking you.
He raises his shoulders. Uh, I would prefer it, to be honest. No offense to you, you all seem like people with goals of value, but
You don't have to
I'd rather
flatter
be with
us.
my
It's
friends.
okay.
Regulars won't say much more. Right now, as Zonkir will turn, leave. As he sees Elwin doing that, leave them here. They are safe and they won't drag us behind.
I've been bit.
Good.
Uh, for some reason, this place is weird. I've been a bit by a spider that I don't. I wasn't sure if it wasn't me. It shoot their poison inside me. Was really. He will take a long breath and put the body back. I hope they're not get eaten. That's not a way for warrior to go.
I mean, they've
Zonkir
already
will
gone, man.
nod.
I know. Let's go.
Striding, Zonkir will start to move up ahead using the scowl to obscure himself from time to time to make certain that you are not seen once again. Guel will use a little bit of his own energy to mask your movement. Welcome back, Zeren.
Hello.
Hey, you.
Quick note, Zerin, just to bring you up to speed. Not much have happened. I hope at the very least you recall what occurred the last time we found those driders and whatnot. The group continued to move a little bit further as our Ettercap friend informed them that during nighttime, since you are close to the surface, there are more patrols around the area. So you should lay low now that you're behind enemy lines and hopefully won't be spotted for the night. Found some stalagmites that he knew of, and you're gonna just squeezed in pockets of them. The four of you in one, Zonkir, Regulus, Snowshot, and Goel on the other, and the two bodies were thrown onto a third stalagmite as the ropers on the ceiling over there pretty much made it certain that a drow would not approach. The Ettercap seemed to know of those paths, of those areas, and you have already taken the effects of long rest. However, this was clearly the worst long rest that you might have possibly ever had, as you were stuck with inches away from your allies, not even a foot distance from them. And now we're continuing from that path, as Goel will use Pass Without Trace. Feel free to prepare spells if you need Zerin again. I have already pressed, I think I pressed Long Rest on you. If not, do it as well, as you start striding and moving up and ahead. As the path continues further and further up ahead, soon and enough, you will see into the distance the gates of a dark city. Massive stalactites, massive columns, truly, stand towards there as buildings are made. Spiraling through there, you can see multiple spiders of different and various sizes in there. However, there are lights glowing at the entrance. Zunkir will usher you to lay low and stand over there, hidden as you are. This is a march. Hide. He slowly lowers himself a little bit more, and beneath the shadowed spires of this sinister city, the air thickens, charged with vile essence and dark energy. From the city's twisted gates, a terrible force begins to spill forth. A procession of silent dread. Leading them are legions of drow with black armor glistening under the dim, flickering light of the Underdark. Helmets adorned with spider motifs conceal their faces, and long-bladed spears gleam their hands as they march in perfect, unnerving silence. Large spiders creep alongside the trove. It could be hundreds. Their segmented legs clicking softly against the cold stone. The creatures, the favored beasts of the Queen of Webs, varying size, some larger horses, others towering like dark sentinels, the one that fell upon you, Jeff, earlier on. Riders sit upon their backs, cruel whips in hand, eyes filled with cold malice. The free roaming spiders move with predatory grace, fangs dripping venom that hisses as it strikes the cavern floor. It continues to go, a flow like an endless current, hoping that it will end. But it doesn't, and it gets worse. It gets so much worse. As then come the citadel spiders, gargantuan creatures, dark as the void itself. immense length sink deep into the rock with every ponderous step, shaking the ground and quaking beneath them. On their backs, entire watchtowers rise, fortified with pillars of both stone and iron, bristling with crossbow and cruel draw offices. These monster spiders are living fortresses, the many eyes reflecting the flickering glow of the Phaedra and the city behind them. Soulless, hungry, eternal. They continue to flow from there, an endless tide of shadows and venom. The only sound are a faint skidding of spider legs, the occasional clink of armor,
Mm.
and the earth itself groaning under the weight of their advance.
Is this like a stealth into Mordor thing? Like, are they coming past us, or is this pretty far away?
It is exactly as you recall from the Return of the King, where Bilbo and
Mm-hmm.
Frodo and Samwise are waiting from this marching army to pass
Right.
before they go behind them. This is entirely where it is inspired from.
Okie dokie. Uh, I also have another question about the lights.
Go ahead.
Do they undulate or pulse, or are they just sort of a steady, like,
It's a it's a soft dance of dim lights, dancing lights. The Drow use many of them for navigation and for exploration purposes as they continue to march through there.
okay.
They hover around both in the city and outside as this uh, task force is moving. There are also a whole lot of people in chains in there. Again, quaggas are the main fodder, but there are other creatures as well, goblinoid and what have you.
Oh,
Hmm.
The Ettercap will turn toward you and say, "See how many of them they are dispatched to fight, trying to find a passage to my daughter. She is a coveted asset, and this is not the first legion that is moving towards them."
I guess there's 7 people in the party. I would have uh, given uh, shit. Why do I forget his name all of a sudden? Our spider friend. I would have given him one of the telepathic stones, so that we can be quiet and talk. I mean, look, there's like thousands of them, or so, and they still haven't found this lady. Or are they like dissidents of them? Her.
They don't know the way that I know. They know where she is, though. He turns and looks towards you, Jethros, holding that stone, but still looking at you, yet speaking in the stone just for good measure, as
Mm-hmm.
he will continue. They are not the only force, as you've seen, looking for them. There's a portal very much deeper below from where the spider fiends make their entrance. And they are clashing as they're trying to find my the infinite demonic hordes of the abyss against this city of Drow. In the end, from the surface's concerns, they might this might even be a good thing. Imagine what this army would do. It was to lurk outside of the Underdark.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. And you think like getting to your little girly first will make sure that doesn't happen?
I am less worried that others will get to her first. This is not the first match of the spiders. It won't be the last.
What what is your plan if we reach her?
I seek to see this through. He turns and looks towards Regulus, back towards you, Alwyn. There is clearly something about you. Something that has tangled the webs of fate, threads of fate. And this is the first time I see something as shut.
Yeah.
He then turns and looks towards there. Soon they'll be out of our way. We must move quickly. We'll take the path less traveled.
Alright, well, hang on. I mean, these fuckers are fighting each other all over like the fiends and the spiders are going at each other like because they want to get to this lady, right? What happens if we remove her from the equation by like retrieving her or saving her or whatever? Like, wouldn't they move on and start wandering the surface? Like, I'm not missing something here, am I?
Zonke will gaze towards you but offers no response. A clicking noise is all that you will get from her as you see his silhouette. Not shrugging, but clearly out of answers for this one. Perhaps something to keep in mind if your tendencies get violent. I cannot speak how my daughter is about to welcome.
Okay.
He turns again and looks through the gap that the drow and the spiders are moving and to the other side. Points slightly towards there, to the road up ahead. There's an old shrine of the drow in there. Secretive. Even they do not know of its existence. They do not know of its way. It was made by cultists that did not will worship the spider.
Probably for the best. I mean, from what I heard, she's kind of an ass.
Don't expect them to be much better either. But it is abandoned, or so the spiders have said so. Ghosts roam that echo of what once were.
Oh. Uh, Alon looking at everything. I just left Standard Dark. Now I'm back here. This place is pulling me by force.
Mm.
Trust me, I understand completely what you're talking about.
Zirin, I might hold off on that sort of analogy. Ellen's been through quite a lot.
The steering wheel raise an eyebrow. You think being a man amongst the believers of the spider is much better than being a slave?
I don't fucking know, which is why I don't equivalate my past experiences with other people.
Well, I'm not equivalating, but I only said I understand. I know how cruel they can be. Look, forget it.
Thank you. I will smile. Look to the. Thank you, sir. I'm not happy that other people understand what I understand because it's hurtful. But I am, uh, how to put it in a word, uh, grateful that you empathize with me. I'm not sure if that's the right word to say it.
It's the perfect way to say it, and yeah. For now, can we focus on the monstrosities before us?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was trying to do.
Which one?
Looks around for monstrosities. Oh, you mean? I mean, he's not that bad. Come on.
Eh, I did not point it at him. I said which one. I know. Leave that to your imagination.
I did not. Can you stop putting words in my mouth?
I was responding to the words in Elwin's.
I did not point it to anyone. I see a lot of monstrosity.
Goel will turn towards you. Enough. They seem to be passing. Get ready to rush towards there. Zonki makes a few clicking noises in agreement to that. Ready yourselves.
Okay.
A door in the distance start to close as the army flows like a dark river, vast and unstoppable, bred for conquest and guided by insane malice, continues to march towards the deepest darkness. Quick, Sankirda will say, starts to sprint alongside the path to the other side as fast as he can, trying to stealth on his way towards there. Goel is giving you a +10 to that with his pass without trace. So I need everyone to roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Judas, I
Um,
think you're at disadvantage. I think the same is at Elwin because he's wearing medium armor. I could be wrong. I don't recall what type of armor.
You're right, actually. I'm
Yeah.
wearing heavy armor. I will
Um.
cast invisibility to myself.
uh,
I'll say to Judas, flow with. What was that accent? Flow with the wind, Judas. And I'll
Go
cast.
with the wind.
Cast gaseous form on him.
um, Zirin will cast enhance ability on Elwin.
Don't. You will point out so you don't burn the spell slot for that because Alwyn have innate ability that can cast invisibility. You see him vanish. Uh,
Oh,
I.
you
I
can just do that?
that a blessing from the queen for the mother. the Queen of Andra.
Can I retcon my thing because I just realized he only has a 10-foot fly speed as gas.
Oh,
I mean, it's still, though he might not go fast, he's gas. He won't be seen. Like, he was not going to be making
Okay.
sound. So it
I mean-
skips his check. If you want to skip his check, but
Oh,
but
I thought we were like speeding into the door. Okay, I got you. Sorry.
but I
you're
should
trying
add.
to get to the other side the moment that they pass from there to the other side. Similar as to what Frodo and Sam did.
Well,
Then
You
never
do the same
mind. I'm a
thing.
genius. Go ahead,
No
Zarin.
worries.
Yeah, I think Alf Carter. I think we can just carry the cloud in some container or something.
Carry the cloud.
Fart in a jar.
Well,
I-
a fart that can literally kill you if you drop concentration. But yeah, if that's the case, just to make sure, will Jethros actually cast gaseous form?
Yes, sir.
Right. All right. In that
On
case,
Judy.
excellent. In that case, we all go for a stealth check, and Zirin. Let me make sure I don't have disadvantage. Thank God I don't. Um, stealth.
Damn.
That's gonna. What? Heavy armor?
Are you
I'm not
wearing
sure
like
what it is there, but it
Oh,
should still be 20. Because
yeah,
you have that race.
yeah. Never mind. I forgot Zirin's armor is scale mail type. Right, but it's still a 20. So thank you, Goel. Actually, Zirin will try his steps and see that they're much quieter, and he will give a nod of gratitude towards Goel.
You will move through the crossing as fast as you can. Jeffress and Kier and Zirin, Elwin, Goel, and regular Snowsong as well. I did not roll for Snowsong, but I will roll for them as well just to keep an eye on that. But alas, the very least so far, you managed to get onto the other side with Judas trailing slightly behind, yet still in a gaseous form, possible to be spotted. One after the other, Zonkia, Jeffress, Zirin, Elwin, Goel, Snowsong, Regulus. As a Regulus is moving towards there, he rolled the lowest of that, but that's not only Goel didn't roll that great as well. He kind of just tumbles on his staff, makes a little bit of a noise. Quickly, Goel turns back, grabs him, run, and shoves him up forth. As the three of them with Snowshoe reach towards you and Judas is making his way, you notice something. As the very end of the Dark Army, of the Drow Army, that is, seems to halt for a second and kind of just turn back. A lingering stare from a drow on top of a spider with a glaive at hand. A few of the soldiers stop as well and kind of return to her. You hear some conversation into the distance, but obviously you cannot hear exactly what is being said. Alishna. She looks back towards there. Another drow with spider-like weaved cloth on her moves next to her on top of another spider. That is. They look and gaze towards you. Go ahead, Zephyr, sorry.
Can I subtle spell an eldritch, or not eldritch blast, a mineral shot to try and create a sound in another direction?
You quickly use a little bit of your magic and make me a deception check, Jethros. Technically, it should be using your spellcasting ability, but it's already charisma, so do so with charisma. Or I guess a slate of hand with charisma makes a little bit more sense, like you're trying to misguide them and stuff as such. Either of the two.
Okay. Well, it's the same bonus either way, so I'll just do deception.
Go for it.
oh, nice.
A burst of energy striking towards them. They will draw the attention of the drow, and Goel finds that opportunity to kind of just grab Regulus and move with him towards you. before they are seen. When she turns her head back and looks towards there, you're already gone. Zonkir will yell out as Judas approaches as well. Follow. Stay close. Now we have only Shetty in her back. Starts to climb upon this rock. As you see, and move and angle yourselves towards there, the climbing path that Zonkir is taking, the spider climb that he might have, still allows for the lot of you to follow. You can see a very, very subtle path laid up ahead of you, as if there are even steps, quite a number to be in fact counted, about to start ascending into this forgotten passage. This hike, this road extends for quite some time as you continue on your way up and ahead. Due to conserving magic, Goel will not reuse his spell at that point, because this is going to take more than just an hour to ascend. In between, however, you do make soft pauses, some short rests in between to prepare for the rest. Judas turns back into his form and continues with the rest of the group. Assumedly, all have gone great so far.
The pain of being a fart.
Mm, we all know it.
So fun.
Oh,
As you are-
as I fart away.
As you are still keeping an eye on Juveria, during one of those rests, or at the very least the last of your rests, Zonky will tell, there is not much left. Follow. And continues ahead. You grab your resources and you start to pull back, pull up ahead. Goel looks with his potent eyesight from above the area, gazing down into the deep darkness below. Shit, he yells aloud, his eagle sight allowing him to see
Hey, quiet down, man.
very, even a mile away. He moves quickly to the side, turns and looks towards you. Run. They are on our trail. Spiderback. They'll be sooner to us. Rush.
How wide is the trail behind us?
Not that big, but as Goel said, they are on spiderbacks,
Right.
reaching towards there.
Before Jethro starts running, he lays out crystalline spikes on the ground that will be just translucent enough that they will be quite hard to see when they reach them. And he will start running now.
Your magic Jeffers covers the area around. You don't have line of sight with them because they are not a mile, but they are close to a mile away from you. But they, with Spider Climb, are making faster and faster. However, over the span of the next 10 minutes, they should be in the area. And that should, at the very least, be an indicator of what is ongoing. And as you are all rushing up and ahead with Zonkir at the front, Snowsong right beside them, Eloin and Judas right to the side, with Zirin following, Regulus, Goel, and Jethros all right behind them. As you hear, soon enough you will see the mouth of the Morphe cave, a small passage towards the field with cobwebs. As Zonkir will say, through here. And at that point is where you hear, somebody screaming from the distance. Will soon be behind you as you start rushing through there. We don't have much time, Goel yells out as Zonkir continues to move. And I would like, at this point, everyone to roll me initiatives.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow. Oh shit! I did not click my. I clicked.
Drugs.
Can you
Or
edit
is it?
me in?
Do it again and just edit it to 20.
Okay. Okay. So I knew it. I will be bad. So 20. Okay.
I see everyone in there as Zirin should be first. Zirin, do the same thing because I don't think it went through. Just roll again and edit it so it can get on the initiative tracker. That should work. And as you are making your way, Zirin, you are up first. You're reaching towards there. This is the passage that you are taking, and you know that very, very, very soon on your tail, more enemies will be arriving.
All right. Uh, you know what? They're on our tail, right? So Zirin is going to. Are we long rested, short rested since last session? Because my
Long rested.
long rested. Great. In that case, Zirin. Um, so we are discovered. Like we're not hiding from them. We're running from them, just to make sure.
A little bit of both. If you manage to hide somewhere in here so they will not see you, but they know that someone went through here and they seem to have followed up dispatching spiders
All
on
right.
top of that.
In that
Which
case,
is hard to do so because of pass without trace alone. It should be nearly impossible to track someone through non-magical means.
okay. In that case, instead all right. Instead of that, instead of using his hunting horn, he is going to start chanting a prayer of swiftness towards his goddess, and thus consume one of his bardic inspirations, and allow. By the way, last time I misplayed the ability of the glamour bard. It has to do with my charisma modifier. Uh, I mean, how many people it can affect. So right now, he's going to provide that blessing of speed to. Let's see. Who are the slower ones here? We'll say the heavy armor ones. So let's go with Judas, Elwin, Goel, and Jethros. They can all move half their movement speed as as a reaction, as they feel more energetic for a burst of a moment. And as an action, Zirin is going to cast Longstrider on himself using his Ring of Spell Storing, and move forward for 40 feet.
Yeah, I'll use my reaction to move. Half my speed.
Uh,
Yes.
which is a number up to its speed, full speed.
Up to its speed. As then, once Goel gets towards here, he will yell out to the rest. He did also say Goel, right? Amongst the people that.
Yes, yes. The three are our three armored guys and Zephyrus.
Thank you.
As Goel will turn towards everyone as he's running up ahead. There's a door over there.
If we get in the fucking door, I can probably keep him out.
Oh, thank the blessed moon.
And then the Galzerin.
He'll move forward 40 feet, and that will be Zirin's turn.
As Goel will be right up next, and he will rush up 45 feet towards there. He will use his adrenaline rush bonus action, another dash, and charging through towards there. He will move and try to break onto the door. However, I don't know if somebody is able to see up there. I think Zedin, you should be. As you
I could
see
see.
Goel move towards there, Elwin as well. You see him rushing and then jumping with full force of brawn towards it. And as he slams towards the door slightly recedes backwards and then pushes Goel as if it is elastic to some sort right back. Huh? Goel seems surprised to that as Snowsong follows straight behind. And Elwin, you are up next.
Okay, I'll dash, run 60 feet. And as I'm running, my cloak take over and I vanish, stand next to Goel and tell him, "Why is it not open the door? What's happening here?"
The door. He kind of just turns and looks towards it. It moved, and as he just slammed towards the won't budge.
Let's do it together. That is my turn.
Regulus will rush further with you. I can use the same magic I did before when they appear. And he grabs his staff. Light starts to shine. Flames wreath as well. I'll keep all those creatures out. And he will prepare the magic. Flames start to wreath. And as flames start to wreath, he starts to shine even brighter himself. I'm gonna block there, and as he moves his hand, flames start to appear over to the distance before Regulus disappears in a flash of light. And
Oh,
Jeffrey,
fuck.
you're up next.
One less idiot to worry about, I guess.
Don't worry about
Come on,
He's
guys.
not ours.
We gotta
He's
get
not
these
our
asses
Regulus.
moving. Let's go. And
Yeah. But remember, he's not our Regulus.
how? What is the dimensions on this passageway? This entrance right here.
About, I think it's 20 feet, the width of that, and up above it should be about 15 feet at most. Not even that, about 10 feet, something like that. 12.
Yeah, I should be able to do that. Okay. I'll dash to get down the stairs a bit. Get in the corridor. And I will bonus action say, "Well, you gotta get that door open as soon as possible, man." And I guess give Goel an inspiration. And I'll stay right here. That's my turn.
As right after that, Zone Kier will also stride behind the rest as far as he can. He gets next towards Zirin and he dashes towards there as Judas. You are up next.
Yeah. Going in. Literally just run. Woo! Stop next to him. Run, Forrest, run! That's me. Dash.
And as you are rushing towards there, creeping up from behind, some creatures striding in all fours, you see quaggoths running up towards to the front, striding towards you. Drow behind them with whip and crossbow at hand, and others with sword and shield, and behind them some mounted ones on top of giant spiders, the woman that you saw with the lance and the priestess that approached towards her. And
You got a
Zirin, you are up next.
All right.
At the
Well,
very fringe of your eyesight, you will also barely notice the lizard that is moving onto the wall over there with another drow on top of it. Right, that is.
all right. He'll look back. He'll feel a hint of sadness for he knows for he wishes he could do something about some of this drow, but he knows that right now is not the moment. So he will keep running, and he'll use an action to use his innate magic and cast darkness on the here on the narrow part of this passage.
Over there?
Yep, pretty much that.
choice you can choose.
Just so they can the priestess or any mages can cast spells on us before they dispel that. Um, he'll say that should buy us either a minute or a moment. And
I think
he'll move
Jethros,
forward.
you are the only one that can see through magical darkness, correct?
Let me just check what
Don't recall
the
how it
ability
was.
is. Demon eyes. The target's eyes turn black and it gains dark vision out to it. No.
Okay, so nobody can now see through there as the cloud of darkness spreads into the distance.
Shit.
And I'll assume that's your turn, Zirin.
Nothing else. He'll move a bit further forward.
More than fine, as one of the drow move towards their Ras as far as they can, and the warrior will, seizing his blade, grabs the hand crossbow, aims and shoots to the first person they can not see, but hopefully land. It's either Judas or the Ettercup. One is Judas, two is the Ettercup. Towards the Ettercup, that is, the attack should be at normal because they cannot see it, but they cannot base it back as well. A 10 that shall not hit onto the Ettercup as the bolt rushes towards you. Goel looks at the door. Hold rat. And he will prepare, take a moment, and go full on Brawn in there, using a rage to grant himself advantage, using Bloodlust. He roars, and with advantage, he will try to do so, slamming himself toward there, just for the affair of it. And he will use everything that is to be used. So even the bardic inspiration, hoping to open the door. I think it's a D10 now, Jethros? I could be
Yes,
wrong.
sir.
Oh, yes, a 2d10, keeping the higher one. She turns towards there, and that is a 35 by as Goel turns and slams onto the door. Elwin, you notice it as well. The door seems to absorb the blow as Goel uses all of his magic, not magic, his might. As it absorbs, it gets displaced slightly behind and then pushes him right back as if it is a slimy texture in there that protects the door from opening with brute force. And Goel looks confused, as he clearly knows he cannot do much better than that. And Elwin, you are up next.
Uh, the door when it is it like what is in front of me? What I look like? What does look like? Is it like a stone door, wooden door, or like if it does look like a stone or wooden door, but the moment Goel push it, it become like the slimy thing.
You take a quick moment as you see Goel clearly failing to open the door. You see this door made of black stone, yet at the moment that that Goel tried to force it open, it seemed to blend in all together, creating a slimy ooze-like texture at the same time.
I'll put my hand on it.
Perceptive as you are,
Yeah.
and sightive as you are as well, you do notice something as Kid moves back and forth towards there is a circular opening right in the middle of it. And something that looks barely like an oculus on the outside, like an eye.
So when you say necral, like, can you explain the word to me? Because I do not understand the meaning of the word.
There's a circular hinge onto
A
the door,
hinge.
a circular object, like an eye on the door.
Huh. Uh, so, uh, sorry, brain freeze. I put my hand there. Does anything
It
happen?
pokes, squeezy. It moves slightly behind as it does of slowly pushing it deeper before it disappears, but behind, or not disappears, fades from your side, but behind it leaves a trail as a hole from there, like a
Yes.
keyhole of some
Yeah,
sorts.
there's something behind the door. There's something blocking the door. Uh, and yeah, the door is stone, but could I try to push it, not by force, by more gentle?
The door, or I'll assume the door.
Yeah, well, the door of the thingy, but I don't know.
You can make me an investigation check.
Oh, I'm very great with these.
I'm not sure if you have advantage on them because of your Tisarian elf ancestry. I think you might.
Yeah, I have. 11.
You look, you do take a quick moment to kind of just look onto the door, and you see as the eye rescinded upon touching it, you move towards there. You look through this quote unquote keyhole, or not really, it's a little bit further up, like a retinal scanner. You put your eye towards it, and you can see a path that is being made, and on the other end, an eye with a purple hue just gazing straight towards you as you put your eye in there. There's a little bit of a room in between, and you can barely hear some words in the back of your ear, but you don't understand them.
I'll say in Underdark, uh, we come here. Do I speak Underdark? Yes, Undercommon, not Underdark. I will say in Underdark, Common, I'll say, we come here to face our fate. Let us pass. We need to move on.
As part of the same action, that is, make my perception check, Alvo.
Okay. Perception. Where's my perception? 15?
In Undercommon, you hear a voice as you are pressing your eye in there. I seek what lurks. A slimy, wet sound is what you hear from the other end of that.
So it said, I seek what?
If you did not hear, great. It's because I tried to muffle the last part, but that is all with your perception what you hear.
Yeah. I'll turn to the party and said, there's something blocking the door. He's seeking. I seek that. What? What? He said, I seek that, and I couldn't hear the last word.
What the fuck?
Don't ask me. It is a slimy thing behind the door. And like, if you look to the hole, you can't see his eye.
Anything
Slime?
else, Halloween?
That's my turn because I felt that took long.
More than fine, that is. Zerin, go ahead if you want to offer your word to that as well.
Right.
There.
So Zirin will spurt out a slimy voice. You said, hold weapons, everyone. Whatever's on the other side, it's probably something hungry. But hopefully, it might even scare away our pursuers.
And you hear words being casted from the other side. Eros, Nevelos, Atos. And, well, a cloud of poison energy spreads through, I guess, a little bit further up, like over to here, where the center of the darkness close to is, but barely cutting in Jethros and Zirin on that as well. As from the distance, more of those drows start to move. This one will put up its shield as it gets. Oh, I guess it has already its shield, so it will take a dash action to advance a little bit further. You can hear a movement approaching towards the very lot of you as creatures are getting towards there as well. And very, very, very soon, Jethros, I need you as well to take your turn.
Me?
Yes, however, before you do so, actually you might need to do something first. I think it gets within range, and yeah, definitely will. As you hear the skittering of a spider into the distance, rushing up forth, and as it happens, you hear some words of power and some incantations, and web will be hurled towards there as well, as neither of those spells requires line of sight. I guess close to the entrance, over to here. They don't also see through that darkness. And Jethros, at the start of your turn, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw for the Cloud King.
Remember your bonus.
Borg.
Fuck.
Well, at least you take half damage from
I'll
it.
use inspiration. Well,
You can
Up
do
to you.
it.
You have Zirin Jordan, which reduces damage from spells by half.
I guess I'll go for it. I don't know.
Go for it. There you go.
Nice.
See?
Well, 21 becomes 5. That's good.
That's quite an improvement. As is well, I guess if they want the creatures to move, yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
Jethros,
you also have 5 temporary from my from Zirin's ability before.
Oh,
Oh.
cool. Well, then I will back out a bit as well. And one more thing that doesn't require line of sight. I'm just gonna right between where I saw Zonky and Judas last. Jethros is gonna will into being likely not to what the drow can see outside, but a large wall of force-like substance. As he casts wall of force, I'm going to make it. It's going to be 2 panels high, so it goes up 20 feet, and it's going to go from here, up here, yeah. I'm basically just making it a double layer wall that will curl around. And then I'm gonna keep moving back and I guess start going towards the door. Oh, the map is sort of this is correct, right? I moved 5 feet to get out, but I want to make sure I'm moving the correct amount of spaces since there's no grid.
Started here, so that is 25 feet of movement, I believe. Or if it was over there, that's still 25.
Okay. What do you mean a slimy door, Elwin? And I look at the door, and I guess that's a bit it for me.
Quaggoth continues to stride up and ahead towards the darkness before it is asked to wait as first things first, our Ettercup friend needs to make both a con and a dex save. Fails both of them. However, takes only 10 points of damage from the Cloud Kill and is... Don't think he can be webbed. He's Ettercup. Yep, he is web walker, so I'm going to ignore that. As he will just take for his action to move over here, further away as much as he can. 15 feet will get him over there, and 20 with a dash action shall get him over here, 25 to the corner as he tries to avoid as much as he can of that cloud. Coughing up the poison effect from the cloud kid. Zonky makes a few noises towards there. I don't know the ways into the secrets. And right up ahead, Judas, you are next.
Do I need to roll anything?
Both Constitution and Dexterity saving throws.
Okay, my Constitution is normal. Dexterity has advantage.
You fail the dexterity saving throw, so you are currently in the web. However, you make the saving throw against the poison, so you only take 5 points of poison damage.
You mean
But you,
1 or 2?
You cannot stack resistances. You already have resistance.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no worries. But you are webbed.
How do I get out of the web? Do I attack it?
You can either attack it with disadvantage, or you can use an action to make a strength check at normal.
Okay. Strength check. I shall not be denied.
Still hard terrain, but you are able to move right now as you break through the webbing.
Yep, that's good. That's me.
As right after that, you hear a voice from the distance towards there. Little spiders got blocked on that path. Don't think you'll be able to get that further. Little flies, I guess, not spiders. What am I even on about? I see spiders with them. I speak of spiders. As the creature in there will advance a little bit forward as it yells out, and if it can do so, it can definitely do so, as it will be able to see through that magical darkness due to the power of true sight. And as it sees towards there, it will use its action to summon a fiend. And let's see. 1 to 50? No summon.
Now,
51 to 100? Full summon.
I do have a question.
Go ahead.
The wall of force, you can see through it, but it still grants full cover. I don't know what that means. Like for spell casting.
And cloud of fog is give you a fog. So
Yeah,
true
but-
sight. No, this
Doesn't
is other part.
requires little. This has nothing to do with sight. It's more so if it can affect that area. Give me a second. That is a good point. In that it's because it doesn't require sight for any of that. The ability to see through the magical darkness doesn't necessarily allow it to see through the heavily obscured area. But At the very least, give me a second.
I don't mean to slow stuff down. I just didn't.
No
I
worries.
still don't understand how it works.
Don't worry, Mike. There's no rush here.
Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It's immune to all damage. The wall extends to the ethereal plane. Those do not are not of importance. Thing, still, they are able to use, similar to how one can use Misty Step to get out
Yeah.
or inside the wall of force, they can still use magic to call onto the other side. This is not a fireball, it doesn't extend from the
Okay.
caster, it can just summons towards that. So let's see if they will make the roll. 51 to 100, they summon the creature. They will not, as they will take 5 points of psychic damage for the attempt. But that will be its turn. Zirin, you are up next. You can hear the stride into the distance, but the enemies seem to stop and hold for a quick moment as this is ongoing. Make me a con saving throw.
Absolutely. Give me a second. Constitution. That's a 19. What? Yes, from my own.
Mhm.
What? Oh, it's a +4 actually. I forgot to update it, but still there.
It's still alive,
Uh,
so you take only 10 points of poison damage.
yes. Or is that 5?
10. Oh, you made it, yeah. Fine. What am I even on about? You're correct. Sorry.
Yes. Although I still have to make a Constitution saving throw, uh, which will be 23. So he maintains concentration on the darkness. Uh, of course, he'll move outside. Uh, so, what seems to be the problem with the door, as from what he can tell from this distance?
It wants something. So says Elwin.
Well,
Alan placed his eye towards there, and he heard something to which he related.
all right. So Zirin will say, "Well, it's either we get that thing out, or we have to fight a full raiding party." And experience says I prefer whatever is as the single thing. So all right. Zirin can't really see what's happening, so he's going to just huh. Nothing right now.
Is
He's
there any
going
way
to
you can
do
get
no-
rid of that fog?
Wish there was, but there isn't.
All right.
Uh, so yeah, he'll just take a dodge action right now. He can't really do much about this.
More than fine, as right after that movement to the distance, and Elwin, you are up next.
Oh, it will not do anything? I
Come
thought it was.
again?
Oh, that's weird. I thought it's Goel than me.
Oh, okay, you have something with initiatives. It's okay. Goel turns and looks towards there. He takes a step to the side, prepare to load. He grabs his warhammers. Hey, if the door won't budge, he will break it open. But again, you see him kind of just slamming his warhammers in there will do nothing to harm the door as the door squeezes, becomes nearly completely an ooze-like texture, which is immune completely to the damage of Goel as it slams and slams again towards there. Goel just roars, "Ah!" as he cannot do anything in there, and Snowstorm will just move to his side. Nearly turns around to attack Zephyr. Obviously, he will not do such a thing.
Meanie.
Alvin,
Um,
you are up
I'll
next.
say an undercommon. I'll say. I did not hear you. What did you say? I told you we open the path for us. We need to go to face our fate. We are not enemy. and this time I will try to listen to it carefully.
Make me another perception check, if you will. Now that you know that something is happening, that the DC is significantly lower.
Okay. I hope I roll above 10. I rolled a lot above 10.
I seek what that which lurks. That is what you hear. It is an undercome, the Lord.
I seek what that which lurk.
Make me a religion check, Alwyn.
I'm not good with religion, but I'll try.
It's okay. Maybe in your path into the Underdark you might have heard of that.
13?
Above average, one would say. The texture, at the very least, is indicative of that. You see as well the opening that is present as you look eyes towards there, and you see there is an eye looking towards you. You recall maybe the eye doesn't mean much towards you, but at the very least, slimes in here and that which lacks. All of this seems to remind you things that you might have heard among your time in captivity. There is indeed a drow deity that is less known, a little bit more obscure, that is tied with oozes and slime.
That is not helping. So there are god that tied with oozes and slime.
It
And you
seems
said,
like an offering, or a
oh,
spot. The only opening in there is like a single inch in radius. And there's not that much, not an inch maybe. But yeah,
how
you get
much
the
I
idea.
know about the offering of oozes.
Not much,
Do you
Uh,
obviously.
I will say, if this creature very intelligent, if he could speak, uh, and I believe he's seeking offering. I take out. Wait, do I have a cold coin? Give me a second. Nope. Uh, yeah, I'm bro. I don't have anything. I will step back and look to the party and say, he's requesting offering.
for
If
what?
anyone understand, I don't know. Just give him a gold coin, a meat, or a ration.
And I assume that you turn, Elwin.
Uh, and yes, yeah. If I talk more, it will be a lot. So yeah, that's my turn.
More than find, a burst of lightning singes into the distance, striking through there, but it only hits the wall of force that completely seems to block it, as the drow up there won't be able to be doing much more, as what shall be that as well. And Jethros, you are up next.
What the fuck could a door want for an offering? Fucking god of doors. A key? I will, first of all, before it encroaches upon Zirin once again, attempt to dispel the cloud kill. With dispelly magic. I have to roll, right?
You have to, indeed. Oh, sorry. It doesn't change anything. It just moves slightly to here. The cloud kill moves further on the start of the caster's turn.
Yep,
Go ahead, Jethros.
which is why I'm
It doesn't change
trying
anything.
to do that. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. That's why I didn't want to use the inspiration, but it's whatever.
You try to use your magic and break that spell, but it is a powerful spell, and though the wall of force is blocking the area, the cloud still manages to, from the small openings here and there, to get around. The webbing, however, does seem to go away, or you don't see it, but it does go.
That's so cool. Alright. I pat down my pockets, wishing that I knew what we were offering to, and I will pat around and I'll take out of my pocket a small ring with some ram's horns on it.
Zirin will say, "Flesh. It most probably wants flesh."
Oh,
I assume that you're done, Zethros, or do you want to add something more to it?
I mean, I don't know. It might not. I take the ring of the ram in my hand. I walk over and I stick my hand in to offer the ring.
You move and plunge your ring towards that. It definitely seems to barely able to fit towards there. It doesn't seem like the adequate size. Something smaller seems to be more so needed to be put towards there as you're trying to jump this into this small keyhole or this small eye socket that has appeared onto the door.
Well, it definitely ain't fucking flesh
But I'll
because
assume
my
that
ring won't even fit. uh, I I don't know.
and Judas, you are up next. Start of your turn. The Cloud Killer has reached out to you. Make me another con save.
Ouch. What was the DC?
This time, I
What's the
think
DC?
14. I think 14.
I'll use insp.
Go for it.
There we go.
It is indeed 14. So you take half, and then on top of that, half. So for this turn, it is another 20. So 5 more points of damage is what you take from that. And it is your turn.
I move move down and I shall. So I will cast Bless on free creatures. And what I will cast it on is Nya, Nya, and Nya. Oh, no, Nya, Nya, and Nya. Not on myself. I'm not casting it on myself.
Okay.
I need to suffer. Says Jeffers, Elwyn, and Zephyr.
More than fine as Judas uses his time to move a little bit further away from the Cloud Kill and bless his allies with magic, as Radiant Zora provides you with a lot of time before the Drow are able to bring you down just with Cloud Kill, but that doesn't necessarily mean that this is over. Anything else, Judas?
Nope.
I'll assume that is indeed your turn, as the drow into the distance will use its action and shatter the darkness with a dispel magic, that is. You still cannot see due to the cloud kill, but at the very least, you nor can they. As Zirin, you are up next. Start of your turn, make me another con save. Cloud kill moves.
Right. That's a fail. So how much? Do we keep the same number or do you reroll?
I rolled again. It was 20, so 10 because of your resistance.
Right. Zirin will take 10. No more concentration. There's that. He'll move further back in. And curses. So Jethro tried his ring and it didn't work.
It wouldn't even fit.
Mhm.
Like the hole is too small for a ring to even fit.
Is it small enough for a person to just look through there? Is that small?
Right, so like a keyhole.
Pretty much.
Uh, all right. Is there a chance Zirin might attempt a religion check? Because I think I may have misunderstood something.
100%. Go for it.
Right. Let's go for that religion. That's a 19.
That which lacks can always can clearly be a similar reference to the elder eye, which is the deity of slimes and oozes.
Okay.
Ooze or slime, anything as such, or jelly could be put into this amorphous state and just into that area, and that could be your key.
Oh, all right. So Zirin will turn towards everyone and ask. So let me get this straight. Basically, anything jelly-like, gelatinous-like, something like that, right?
Slime, ooze,
Yeah.
mucus, stuff as such. Yes.
Right. So Zirin will turn towards the rest and say, "Does anyone have any jam with them?
What? Why would I
Anything?
have fucking
Any salt?
jam with me, man?
Your
You got
mom
far."
gave us some Goelteds. Did you eat it all? Obviously, he ate it himself all.
But Zirin will say, "Yeah, it's right. This is not a sacrificial altar for the that which lurks. It's a door, so it wants to see its its kind, its favorite thing. It's slimy, disgusting things. You know, like the thing sweat becomes when you haven't washed for 5 days, or grease, something like that.
Snow song can become goopy.
Huh? Uh, all
Anything
right.
else, Jiren?
Make Snowstorm go goopy then. I hope it works. It wants to see something slimy.
As Goel, right up next, they draw into the distance, cannot do much to that. Goel turns, still enraged as takes a few steps closer to the enemy. He roars towards them to come and get you if they can. As he turns towards them, Snowstorm, no! And Snowstorm will use their bonus action and start melting into a jelly like form. And as he becomes amorphous, he will approach towards there. And if anything, acid form allows them to move through even such a subtle opening as a 1 inch. You see a Snowshock moves
Ugh,
towards there, jumps into the door, makes a mess as he splashes towards there,
that's
and starts slowly
disgusting.
to funnel themselves
The great.
towards there.
Well, welcome to the cult of the Great Eye. If you thought Lolth is disgusting, well,
An echo and a sound towards there. You start here towards Jethros as you stand next to the door, like an echoed cry creeping in the back of your head. But it sounds vile. It sounds fiendish in nature.
Uh-oh.
As you are close to the door, you can hear it. Judas, you probably don't hear it from where you are, but you can see Jethro just looking left and right as something is echoed from there. Or at the very least, faintly, you can hear some words, but from the distance that you are, it sounds like gibberish. It just sounds like spoken erratically. At the very least, what you will notice is this seems to recur. Elwin, you are up next.
Go back to the door and see if it is open.
The door is not open. You see, Snowsong is from there. Tick, 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 tick. But as you move towards the door, you as well can hear this. You don't understand, but you can attempt to understand a little bit more about it. Not what it says, but a few things if you want to make an investigation check.
Okay, I have no choice. Advantage. 15. Well, that was
At the
an
very
achievement.
least. Oh, okay, sorry.
Well, hang on. How does this work? Reads my spell. Hang on. Fuck. Sorry, guys.
What's going on?
No worries, mate.
I'm confused.
Oh, sorry. Okay. That second. Oh, well, it has to. Go ahead, because I have to know if it succeeds.
More than fine. This is a more so. The more you roll, the more
Yeah.
information you get. A 15 is, I'll assume, what we're probably getting in that scenario. One thing that you will notice, Alwyn, is that voice, when you move close to the door and you place your hand towards there to see if something has changed, it seems to be in a loop and then pauses, as if it awaits something to be spoken right back to it. You understand that you don't know this language. It seems erratic, it seems strange to you, but at the very least you can tell that it is every time the same thing that is being spoken and then a pause, as if it is awaiting for it to be completed.
I will say in undercommon, because that's what he replied to me before. I said, "You given what you seek of what you learn. Open the door."
This time, the door continues not to open.
Damn it!
And I'll assume that you're done, Elwin, for now.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill whatever that behind the door.
As you continue up and ahead, something strange seems to occur. As you see, from the cloud hill itself, Jethros, as you are towards there, you see first as Goel goes out of his rage, he turns his hand, he turns towards Earing, and for a moment, Jethros, it seemed as the cloud hill itself kind of just dispersed, and a fragment of it moved towards Zirin. You are up next, Jethros.
That's not good.
Oh, I totally forget to say that, DM.
It's
To
okay.
tell Jethros to what
It's
what
okay.
I remember.
You did
Okay.
other things for this turn, so more than
Okay.
fine.
I cast tongues on myself. And I say to the door, "Oh, great slimy one, we have given you our offering, and we only wish passage. Please, I beseech thee, is our offering not enough for you?"
You hear what Elwin has spoken. Now you're able to understand it. Whatever language that is, at the very least you understand it. Endless hunger, guide us in your chaos. Consume our force and grant us your strength. In your shadow, we serve. And then it pauses, trailing off. And then again it starts. O endless hunger, guide us in your chaos. Consume our force and grant us your strength. In your shadow, we serve. Ever lost.
In your
You realize
shadow
there is
we
not
serve.
someone. You realize that there is not specifically someone behind the door, but this is a magical mechanism.
Well, I figure. So I try and speak the password. In your shadow we serve.
The door doesn't seem to react to this.
Fuck!
Anything else, Zephyrus?
This fucking stupid door, it ain't opening yet. I think we need like a password or something. I don't know what the fuck it is. And I'll just spew out what it's saying.
Can I just you dispel it?
No! It's a fucking door, not a spell. That's my turn.
That is a great answer to that, as the Etaka moves a little, cannot move much further from there, looks towards Zirina's cloud moved towards them as well. And Judas, you are up next.
Yeah. Well, door doesn't want to open.
Not so far. But you do notice that a cloud of poison split from the cloud kill and is around Zirin. Zirin is coughing severely.
With a blessing, ish. In your shadow, we serve ever lost. Fuck's sakes. How is this efficient? Anybody got darkness that can throw into the door? And as he says that, he'll go here and I'll heal him with lay on hands 5. I think he's poisoned, right?
He's not poisoned. However, I will give you this because he's about to be. I'll give you this. If you want, either you can use that to grant them advantage, or you can hold your action and do so once if they become. Up to you.
Oh, you mean when he gets poisoned?
He's about on his turn.
If he gets poisoned on his turn, I'll use 5. I'll hold my action. When he gets poisoned, I'll use 5.
More than fine. That makes a lot of sense towards there. As Zirin, you are up next. I need you to make my Constitution saving throw. As you're standing towards there, you see the cloud kill is reaching towards you, but you should have enough time to move away from it. And then, breaking from it, a cloud just comes straight towards you, surrounds you, and instantly you feel that you're about to belch, you're about to vomit, and you're about to be not only poisoned but incapacitated. And I need you to make me your consent.
Not so
More than
easy.
fine, neither poisoned nor incapacitated.
Not so easy. Spider slaver. And he'll grit behind his teeth, trying to hold on to his to make sure his insides stay inside. He'll try to move away. Hopefully, take that cloud away from the others. You know, get his back on the wall. Not sure how he can help anymore. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Can you do
I
that
think he'll.
darkness thing again?
No, sadly, it's I'm not as powerful with that kind of magic. I do have a powerful thing I can do, but I'm not sure this is the best time for it.
No other time.
All right. I mean, I don't know if this is the best moment to do this, but you know what? It is a suggestion from the party. So Zirin Zirin will turn towards Jethros and he'll say, "Look, we might, one way or another, will need to pay a price. At least I hope my way will not be as bad. So he'll turn and pull and hold on to one of the beads on his necklace of prayer beads. One bead he doesn't touch often, and he'll use it to chant a very powerful summoning incantation and beseech his goddess for an envoy, casting Planar Ally.
Now that is something clearly of power. And as Zirin takes a quick moment to use his magic, light starts to shine all over the area, glowing even more potent. And soon and enough, the light starts to glow with a silvery hue as it slowly starts to spread from the circle. Wings outstretched, and and lo and behold, an angel with silvery owl-like wings, a golden bow appears your side and aid. And as that happens, we will take a quick 10-minute break and we'll be back for the rest. So take 10, everyone,
All right.
and I will let you all to bask in the glory of said.
Okay, damn.
Cool.
Nice.
Those colors are so perfect for that goddess.
I know, right? I was very, very proud when I found that.
Damn. Wow, that's I actually had trouble myself picturing how how a holy messenger of the Dark Dancer would look like. And damn, this actually gives me a picture.
But yeah, take a quick break, be back for the next.
All right.
I'm back.
Welcome
Uh,
back.
Welcome
Manam.
back.
Wait, I did that joke yesterday. God damn
Hmm.
it.
You summon a devil, and she's in danger.
Hmm. Frankly, this is not something Zirin would anyway abuse, like use it easily. But I myself am also very concerned at what kind of repayment would the Deva of the Dark Dancer ask? Like, it can't be something that would be against the Zirin's conscience because it's a good creature. It's not something. It's not someone who wants who has selfish intents. But at the same time, it can be something easy. Otherwise, the spell loses a lot of its drawbacks. So I'm always a little concerned with this.
It appears for how long, I think? 24
Uh,
hours or something like that?
Mhm.
no, it appears until it completes the task. There's no set duration, and that's the tricky part of the spell. Because it stays until it completes the task that is agreed, the cost changes.
I see. Well, interesting as that is. Regardless, I think I had nearly everyone back. Just do a quick red check. I had Vala. Judas, you
Hmm.
back?
Yeah.
Jethres? Jethres.
Hmm.
Halloween?
I'm here.
Do many play before Jethros? A few. More than fine. As Zirin, you call for the silver light appears in front of you. You hear a voice before she materializes. Fear not, child of the Dark Maiden, for her light shields you from the Spider Queen's cruelty. Together, we'll push back the shadow. And you see her come out with this golden bow with multiple strings. And as she grabs onto her bow to look around, a faint melody can be heard in the back of it. Anything else to see in?
Zirin kneels in front of the creature with solemn respect and holds his blade in a religious salute, ready to hear, ready to what's it called, to state the reason for the summons, and he'll say, Do forgive my, do forgive my summons, O exalted one. But we are caught between those misled by the spider and those seduced by the great hunger, and there seems no backing up for either. We seek your aid and guidance.
Now, some that you attend, Zirin.
Yeah.
As the cloud kill advance further and further down towards there, I guess so is the dynamic light I can hear. Suppose to only this is not working for me. Up or down to where the cloud kill ends is when your vision also seems to end. As Goel is right after that, he will push himself forth and hopefully make the saving throw against that. He makes the saving throw, so he once again takes a quarter of the damage, which is 5, as he only loses his temporary and takes. Uh, he will just take a few steps forward, backwards, not realizing that he can still not outrun this cloud of poisonous energy. But Elwin, you are up next.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Can I look into the hole? There's something I want to try. If it work, work. If it not, not.
you look towards it, you can see your eyes somewhat. Your eyesight is currently halted by Snowsong's presence, because it just blocks the whole the tube of it. Because Snowsong is in there right now. He's pulling on the outside slowly.
It's still, he did not fully emerge there.
He messed there and he's splitting onto the outside. However, in order to allow you all to interact with the door, he's staying still, as if he heard an unknown call. Something call out to them.
Yeah. I will look to Jethro's. Because now I'm confused. First, we talk about gelatinous, god of eye thing. Now it become demon, fiend, door locked. It is not jelly. So I'm
The
confused.
the two of them can definitely coexist with this particular enemy, but nonetheless, it seems to fall under the same portfolio.
Okay. I will look to Jethro's. Jethro's, do you remember that wood? Not wood elf. That drow, that one when we met first time. She was with you guys. He's not here. Is Jethro's here?
Oh no, I want Zethers for that. That would be cool.
I will say it out loud. I will say, could you ask her? You use the magic to ask her when she used her magic to summon the weirdly jelly horrified creature. That is my turn. I will take the dodge action. My sword is out.
At this point, it's more to RP and less actual actions to be taken from time to time as the cloud shifts. This one moves around and gets onto Jethro's. Jethro is up next. I don't believe he's still here, which complicates things. They need him to also make a con save, or he goes incapacitated. Well, I guess I'll have to take it upon myself. It's a con save. With and aura, that cannot go much
Hello.
further up. Oh, you're back, Jethro. Sorry, I didn't hear you there. I was asking if you were there.
I just got back.
More than fine. I'll give you a little bit. I'm okay if you want to roll the save for your turn, but a few things that occurred. Elwin, if you want to say again what you said towards them before
Yeah.
the turn.
Alun asked you if you remember that drow that we met in the Underdark the first time. She was with you guys. That
Yeah.
summoned. He will ask you, could you ask her how the sacrifice or the offering she did with that gelatinous thing that she summoned?
I'm pretty sure it was a long ritual, is the problem.
Helen turns towards you, and indeed, that was a very long ritual. However, at the very least, if anyone has to do with Drow and Slime, she would know the rest of that eerie chant that you currently are playing and towing around your head. However, Jethrush, from the cloud hill, this cloud turns and moves with you, on you, and you start inhaling rather toxic fumes. You need to make at the start of your turn a constitution saving throw or be poisoned. While poisoned, you're also incapacitated. So the wall of force can potentially drop.
Well, it looks like
Make
you
me your con
rolled,
save.
though.
I rolled because you weren't there, but I always feel bad for rolling for others, so
Okay.
go for it.
Worse.
That's indeed even worse. As a thing that drops wall of force
Does
into the
it?
distance.
I thought I would
You
take
go
damage.
incapacitated.
Oh.
You become poisoned and incapacitated. under that poison.
Well, fuck.
You can barely speak for the turn as the wall of force disappears.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't cast the sending spell anymore, so can't even contact her.
Sadly, that is correct, as the creatures roar into the distance as they prepare to advance further and further closer towards you. The creature moves a step, and as it does so, the cloud kill dissipates, and the creature continues to rush the rest of its movement up ahead and dashes to jump on its enemies and strike on them. This one will move towards Judas, but that is a dash action for it. The attack up will make a clicking noise and just move a little bit to the side, trying to avoid as much as it can, taking a dodge action on that moment as the Deva turns around and grabs her bow, pulls the strings. A song even can be heard the moment as if she's playing the harp. But as she dies, she turns back and looks towards you, Jethro, coughing rather massively, or at the very least in pain. And the woman will say, "That is not right. You take no damage, Jethros, as Deva will use her action to cast Detect Evil and Ghoul. And she will turn everyone. That is not a cloud of poison. That is a fiend that has taken a gaseous form." And Judas, you are up next.
Oh, wow. Double attack on Ita. That's the enemy, right?
Yep.
Double attack.
Slice and dice. Both attacks hit for the. Are you raging or not? Because there is rage damage in there.
Then just take 2 off. Sorry, my bad.
No worries. For 20 on the first attack and 21 on the second, 2 potent strikes that will nearly bring the creature down as you turn. Slice and again.
Slice and
the
dice.
creature. Yep. Anything else, Judas?
That's me.
As right after that, the drow in the distance will yell out, "Now!" at them, as the giant spider will dash to bring her a little bit closer. The drow will point towards the very lot of you and hurl, summoning a spectral dagger, conjuring right onto next in between Zirin and the Deva. And the moment, however, she sees that creature appear, this Deva, let's use the mace, but it's not the mace. Oh, I don't like the mace. I'll use the blade. That's a dagger. And it's clearly a vile one.
Shatrix has turned against us.
You saw that. As the dagger appears and points towards Zirin, but the moment that she appears, kill her, and the dagger goes straight for her throat first. So let's make the attack roll for that. The attack doesn't hit as the Deva moves out of way and avoids the attack. She turns towards you and she will try to cast. This time, Judas, you are the only one, I believe, that can count the spell. As you see, she starts to speak a few words and fairy lights appear around the lot of you. Jeffers cannot cast counterspell. You can, however, if you want to.
Sure. Counterspell.
She tries to fairy fire the lot of you, so you are easier opponents to be stricken. But Judas, as he fights towards that, now that he sees, will just see those sprouts like butterflies appear. Not butterflies. Those fairy lights appear around the lot of you and raise his hand, and they coat burn his heart. The singeing smoke comes out of his hand as Judas takes it all for himself. Quaggoth into the back starts to stride up and ahead, and Zirin, you are up next.
Oh man. Okay, okay. So the spectral dagger is going straight for the Deva, right?
Correct.
Okay. Wow. What Zirin is going to do? He is going to. Uh. Okay. We can possibly. Oh, you can't attack that creature, but well, there is a rider there, so Zirin will stay close to the Deva so as to make sure she is he can protect her, and he is going to cast for now he is going to cast a second level moonbeam uh, on wait the cloud of the poisonous cloud transformed into its yokel form, or where
It
did it
didn't
go?
yet. It is currently cloud, but you were able to identify it because of the detective language.
All
So it's
right,
still
so
on.
Zirin, you know what, he'll try that. He'll try to cast a moonbeam on the cloud. DC DC 16, uh, saying, "May her light show your true form," and yeah, he'll cause a portion of the ceiling to swirl in as if a small portal is opening, letting a, a very small curtain of moonlight through and onto that poisonous cloud, hoping to force a reverse. Woo! Oh no, that's Tetris save. No,
I think they roll at the
no.
start of the turn, right? Not right now. Correct.
Let me see. And when a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Yes.
Yeah. So not right
Uh,
now at the start of the turn, but definitely so. That's small, so you can see the turn on the initiative.
well,
It's private Jeffrey's.
yep. I'm really sorry for that. But it's not much damage. It's 5 damage. Oh, it's like 3 damage. Actually, it's the minimum. So it's not even that bad. And you take half of it.
But
Uh,
yeah, and I'll assume that it is your turn,
yes,
Zirin.
yes, yes. That is Zirin's turn. He will make sure he stays. He will never go away from the Deva. Like, he'll protect her with his life.
The drow start to advance. This one will dash to get towards you as more of those drow continue their way up and ahead. This one 60 feet towards there as the magician, now able to see out and into the distance, will try to use his own magic to hold you completely still. The drow mage will cast this time black tentacles to try and not allow the Deva to go away. And obviously, not Zirin as well. You know what? Let's do it like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's get Goel in there. Why miss the party after all? And Goel, at the start of his turn, needs to make a few rolls. Deck save for the for that. He makes the save. Then con save for Moonbeam. He fails the save. How much damage does he take? You said 2 points of damage?
He takes, I don't know, because right now it's 3. So it goes down to 1, and then it's halved because he's resistant. So I think it's 0.
He failed the
Oh, he
save for
failed.
the
Then he
Moonbeam,
takes
so he
1.
takes the full damage.
He takes
Okay.
3 halved to 1.
More than fine, as he takes the damage and he will look around towards them and he will start bashing skulls, because that is what Goel is known for. So he'll move over to here and start slamming those guys, making a handful of attack towards them. And go ahead, Alwyn, you are up next. Not that different ability I was trying to use, Skullcrushing.
Could I pass through the? I don't know what's happened. I just left for a moment and come back. Everything's gone. Um, could I could I move like that, DM?
I don't know. Yeah, definitely. More than fine.
Yeah. Zaran, look like we need to deal with the door later. Let's finish them off then. Yeah, I turn to this creature who behind me now, and yeah, go well in it. So I don't have advantage against it, right?
You do not.
Okay. So sad damage.
The first
Mm,
attack still will be able to bring this one down. You won't need the second one for those.
Okay. Just to be sure,
Very, very efficient.
I did go there. Did go there. 20. Yeah, that is my turn. As I use the rest of my attack to slice and dice. That is my turn.
The
There are
drow that
marker plus.
here. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No. Sorry. There are marker plus on me, right?
Yes, you do have blast.
Okay. That yeah. Sorry. Continue.
As the drow moves up and ahead, it sees the very lot of you and will try to cast Fairy Fire on you, Judas, and Goel. This time, sadly, there are no counterspell that can be done, so make me dexterity saving throws.
I'm barbarian.
Both barbarians so far seem to be making the save. Let's see yours, Alwyn.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot cube. Can get all
Oh,
three of you.
I'm not good, but I will try. I succeed.
All of you succeed as the drow will then move up forward to try and apprehend you. More drow start to advance, with this one moving as close as it can to take a dash action to get next to Goel, and more of them will rush towards there. As right after that, you know what? You roll terrible at damage, but this looks good, so might as well suggest that the Yoklon fails the saving throw, and you see Jethros as instantly an audible gasp of pain as the priestess reappears next towards you, screeching from the radiant strike of the whole 3 damage. And
Hello,
as she
beautiful.
turns and looks around, she looks towards you.
Bad
Glad
Jethros.
that you
Damn.
find me a judge, she says so. And as the priestess looks towards you, her flesh starts to bend into this arachnid-like dress that she wears. And she again, her throat splits like webbing, becomes one, her hands slimely become and shift again and again into a pile of flayed web, tendrils, and wings.
Arison,
And as
my
it looks
words.
towards you, she will first. You still find me pretty.
No
This is
longer.
where you reply, probably. As well, she's still going to make attack. Because that is what Yoklos are best known for.
Oh, yeah?
So, slam! Does that hit you,
I
Jethros?
think so.
And the slam! I think that as well.
Yeah, pretty sure.
She turns towards you and grabs you. Both tendrils go for your throat for 27 on the first one and 21 on the second. As both of those attacks, I think you resist some of the bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, just
But yeah,
half bludgeoning.
yeah. So you still take the full poison damage as both tendrils go for your throat as she's trying to choke you at the same time. And Jeffress, you are up next. In the Moonbeam, you are making the con save for Moonbeam, but yeah.
Here that is. Hey,
You take 0 points of damage.
that's great news. Sorry, just 80 on the first hit, and 17, 63. All right, and well, I can talk and I can move. Right?
Correct.
That's what. Okay. Well. Hmm. Uh. Fuck. I mean, yeah. That's sort of my turn. I don't want to move anywhere. I'm between a rock and a hard place.
You can take actions. You're no longer poisoned. It is as long as you're in that cloud. The cloud has
Oh.
dispersed.
I thought you said. Okay. All right.
It lasts until the start of your next turn, so it's no longer that.
Smiles. Well, that changes things because I didn't know that. Fuck. What
No
can I
worries.
even do? Didn't remove my spell slot from earlier. I did that now. Sorry, guys.
Take your time, mate.
You know what? These guys are being a bunch of assholes. I do not like them at all. I did not enjoy any of that.
I mean, makes sense.
But she was pretty though.
She was.
Was
Previously.
keyword.
I have a bad feeling that is this concentration. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose it as soon as I do this, and that would not be good. But fuck it. I take out a scroll and I start reading from it as purplish black fog starts to peel off like the ink itself is evaporating down my arms as I'm going to read the scroll of maddening darkness.
Yikes.
And I'm going to put it behind everyone except it will be touching Goel.
Great, not terrible. Give me a second. I think I have Maddening Darkness in one of the games. Yep, I have got it.
I think
Oh,
I need to
man.
roll for
Takes
it though,
a
right?
bit forward as well. Yes.
Okay.
Do that first.
What's the roll for reading a scroll that you're too weak
I
for?
think it is
Arcana. 10
DC
plus.
18. An Arcana check.
Oh.
DC 18 because it's at 8th level, I think.
I'm pretty good at those.
Oh, it's 8th? I thought it was 9th. Okay.
It's 8.
I'll say hala shala la la how you go. I don't know. I guess.
Go!
Oh fuck me.
That's the ending of the spell. Fuck me.
I'm not sure if I should give you inspiration, and
It's
that
very
will be really
powerful.
bad.
But
Is it bad or good?
bad. What do you mean bad or good?
Yeah. The answer to that is yes.
You know what? Go ahead. Reroll.
Okay, if you want. Time for my another shitty roll this session. Hey. Don't worry, he'll be gone in
The
a turn.
whole area in there is covered
You hear
heavy darkness.
you hear in the darkness and screaming and shit. And
I
that's
don't recall if it is at the same moment as you are casting it that they make the save, or
Let's
whenever a
see.
creature starts its turn there? Whenever a creature, it's 8d8 psychic damage.
And I'll say to Goel, keep strong, my friend. Fucking some shit up. As a bardic inspiration. Even though I just put him in the area, that's the only thing he doesn't resist.
Yep. Yeah, he's severed enemies. I'm not pulling Goel back from there. He's going full straight over there, whatever he encounters.
Alright, that's my turn.
And right after that, the Edge Cup won't be doing much into the distance. However, the Giant Spider plays together with Inquisitor on the turn. Same for the Lizard over there. The Deva is up next. A lot of things happen as he was summoned towards here, and the moment, not much a moment after, poison came towards here. Tentacles are trying to bite him. A dagger that goes through her throat. Clearly, it's not the best time to be a Deva. But alas, there is not a better time to be summoned when it comes to enemies of the Dark Dancer. Deva manages to avoid those arrows and will turn and look towards Jethro, seeing them getting stricken. She will, I think she has resistance to Radiant, so do I go next to Jethro and try to get him out of there? No, she will fly over to here, gets right above Jethro's, I guess, even so. Over to above Jethro's in the moonbeams. She doesn't care about that, and she will start shooting down with the short bow twice towards the creature. Fiend of the Spider Queen, return to your darkness. Don't you see it? It's there. Leave the children out of your grasp. As you will hurl 2 strikes towards it. Both arrows miss the target as the creature makes spots in its body, and the arrows fail to hit. As Judas, you are up next.
All they want to fight is us and about. Is this your child, Jeffers?
Well,
Is that your
it came out
kid?
from him.
Did it come out of him?
No. It was the poisonous cloud that was fucking with me. And Zirin.
Ah. Okay. So might be his kid. We don't know. I will not attack it because it might be his kid. I'll help out here. Oof.
You did notice that it fucked me up.
It attacked you?
Yes.
Hey, fuck you. Don't attack my friend Jeffers. Advantage. Reckless, I shall. Don't touch my friend. Wait a minute, I want to say something. How does this work?
Yes, sir.
Nah.
Ignore those rolls.
How
Those
about
rolls are for me.
die, monster? No crits. Horrible rolls, though.
16,
But
however, still hits.
16 and 20, and that's the stuff. And then on my second hit, I will drop a first level smite. Is this swing maybe a demon or something?
It is a demon. 100%.
But it looks so
A
beautiful.
3d8?
Yes.
Oh, that's a better radiant roll.
For some extra damage, as Judas moves towards it and starts slicing once, twice, and more potent strike with the seething radiance onto the hit. I think that's Judas for your turn.
Bitch! You fuck bitch. I should have done this at first,
I'll
actually.
assume that
Oh,
you're
well,
done.
that's. Nah, yeah, just hold on. I should have.
Mhm.
Why not? It should be interesting to do this. Quick hold on. Uh-huh. Disadvantage ability checks of your choice. Oh, can't remember. What cantrips do you usually use, Jeffers?
My cantrips,
We know each other.
mineral
Yeah, I know you
shots.
well.
Mostly it's just like attack roll cantrips.
Okay, not any different. Oh, well, I am just because I'm feeling it. I'm going to hex this little shit.
Bless
I'm
goes
not
away,
raging.
but yeah, Bless goes away, but Hex now is applied to your target.
I'm hexing you, bitch.
Got him.
I'll assume that's your turn.
That's my turn. Let's
As a giant
say
spider in the back getting a
wisdom.
burst. Oh, go ahead,
Let's
sorry.
say wisdom is the stat that it gets disadvantage on.
I always forget about that part, but yeah, Roger that. As the giant spider in the back gets stricken by the cloud of darkness and starts to retreat as fast as it can, making 60 feet away from that, the Inquisitor towards them will have to use their reaction because they will be forcefully dropped from mount or have their movement, not their reaction, because their mount dies and they made the save. However, still, that was some powerful magic that they took as they look quickly around towards the area, and the Inquisitor will move as close as he can towards Zirin. However, upon exiting the cloud of darkness, he will fall straight into the black tentacles, as the Drow Mage won't be able to hear her. And to bring down the spell, so making a dex save as well. Not at advantage, just dexterity. She can see through all that, but she does get restrained. And as she moves towards that, she will try to attack you, Zirin, but she is restrained by the tendrils. And not only she will take damage, she will also attack you with disadvantage as she's trying to get towards Jeffers. Get him down! Any of those attacks hit you, Zirin?
Um,
I
actually,
don't believe so.
they 12 does not. No, no,
Does
no. I
not.
was
More than fine. Both of them miss. The Quaggoth in there will make a wisdom saving throw. It will fail and take the full amount of 27 points of damage, was it? Or 26? 26
Yeah, 26.
points of damage. And blooded as it is, it will come out swinging as it rushes towards there. And it will try to hit on Eloin. I doubt that any of those attacks hit, as the creature will move towards you, stride out of the maddening darkness, and as it escapes, it will sing towards you. You move to the side and avoid it as it comes crashing down with a fist attack. It swings to the side, and you use both of your weapons to parry against its claws. And Zirin, you are up next. You are also at the black tentacles, so I need you to make me a saving throw.
well. I think it's a con save.
Oh, no, it's a dex save.
Oh, a dex save. Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tut, tut. Huh. That should do
Nice.
it.
That is more than fine, and the spectral weapon, I forgot to move it. I'll do so in between. Carry on as it continues to pester the Deva. But yeah,
Mm-hmm. Whew. Oh man. So the mage is the one maintaining the tentacles, right?
no, yeah, the mage. Sorry, for the wisdom. Yes, the mage
All
is
right.
in deep darkness.
Okay. So he's not visible, but with what's it called? With disadvantage, one could attack him, right?
Correct.
Okay. F- huh. Oh, that's an interesting take. Well, Ziren's going to first Actually, mm, no. You know what? He'll move the moonbeam from on top of the Deva and Zethru's towards where the mage is.
That's so hot.
I think it gets dispelled
It
though,
does.
doesn't it? Because of the magical darkness.
Does it?
I think
Let me
so.
read the specifics,
Yes.
but magical
Guys,
darkness.
I have to go, but
Does it
thanks
dispel
for
the whole
running.
spell or just the light?
Thank you, Judas, for being there.
Take care,
Of course.
Judas.
A creature with dark
Yes,
vision can't see through the darkness. Non-magical light, as well as light created by 8 level spell or lower, can't illuminate the area.
Oh, the maddening darkness. Oh, never mind. The
Yeah.
maddening darkness. Yes, it dispels that.
Yeah.
You know what? Zirin can't know that. He'll just see the moonbeam.
Sorry.
Fade away.
Oh well, what can we do? He
I'll
will.
take it as your free action for the turn, because you could just have easily just drop concentration. So go for it. You try to move it towards the darkness, but as it moves towards there, it fades and disappears.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, Zirin doesn't know what happened. For all he cares, it might be the mage doing that. So, what he will do? Well, the next thing he will do is he will bravely try and cross the spell. Does he know that his allies are over here?
Yes, you can see them.
Yes.
Black
Then
tentacles do not stop sides.
excellent. So Zirin is going to first. He'll take a look at the mage, wishing he could make him drop it, but he will just move towards his allies.
The Inquisitor will make an opportunity attack. However, it is a disadvantage, though. I'm pretty sure the 24 hits you.
Yeah.
Silvery barbs. I'll say, get your
I
hands
will
off my
roll
man.
Pretty sure it still
Wow.
hits.
Doesn't
Somebody,
matter.
though, gets advantage on that.
I'm gonna give it to. Why
And
not?
it's
Give
not
it to
a spell.
Zirin.
It's not a spell. That is sadness. Right. So that's 35, and then Zirin has 25 reduced maximum hit points.
Jeez.
Yep. Yeah, it hurts a lot. But he will come close to make sure his protective aura helps everyone. And for his action, mm, for his bonus action, he's going to cast a bless upon the Deva, Judas, and well himself because he's still in the black tentacles, using the necklace once more. That's it. And as an action, please tell me that this spell. No, I cannot. Oh, but uh, he can see the Yoklol, right?
Correct.
Okay. In that case, he's going to turn towards the creature and speak. Outnumbered, outmatched, you soon shall be cleansed back to the darkness she will banish you to. And that is his vicious mockery towards it. Well, of course it does. Hey!
However, it fails and takes
Well,
not only the 5 points of psychic damage, but it is also baffled by that.
haha. Well, it must be demoralizing to see a messenger of the dark dancer in front of him, of her, of it. But that will be Zirin's turn.
As right after that, the drow will succeed on the save, but still take massive damage from that. But as it takes a step further away from Goel, it will get trapped into the dark tentacles and take 8 points of damage. It will use its action to try and break free. But that will be its turn, as right after that, it is the mage's turn. First things first, wisdom save. Second things, makes the save. So DC 13, DC 10 for the black tentacles. Black tentacles will no longer be there, as they will take the damage, but they will be in much better shape. However, they are also on top of a mount, and the mount is not necessarily able to survive all the damage. The maddening darkness will be enough to bring it down. The draw mage will move onto the webbing, but that will be hard terrain. And as they move around trying to figure out what exactly is happening, stricken by the magic, they are not that able to do much. But they will, from the darkness into the distance, without seeing what is ahead of them in a straight line, it will last a fourth level lightning bolt. Let's do it like that. Hitting, let's do left or right. One is left, two is right. Toward the right side. So out, without being able to see it, will just unleash its magic, hoping to end one of those spells. And those are the targets that it hits: Jethrus, the Deva, Zirin, the Drow, the Quaggoth, Goel, and the two Drow on the path. So make me dex save.
Kaz, I don't know if that's okay. And
Go
it
ahead.
sort of, but is it okay if Zirin considers the drow, just the drow, not the Yoklol, not anyone else, just the drow, especially the men, his allies, so they're affected by his aura?
I am okay with that.
His main mission is to turn drow from the worship, so he would like them to survive if possible.
This is the damage for that spell. The Deva can reroll that if she failed, but she didn't, so she takes only half damage. 17 on not only success, but even half that because of resistance. 8 points of damage to those that fail. The Elite Warrior also takes 8 points of damage and is not brought down by that. Let's do the draw over here. Did anyone fail that? No. Still, this one will go down, even though it takes half damage. And the other one will also be blasted by the lightning. The Quaggoth makes the save and will go down. The only one I have not rolled for is Goel. This time he cannot see, so it's at normal. Makes the save. He still has your aura, so only 8 points of damage is what he will take. As that will be for the Drow Mage's turn. Go ahead, Jeffers, you want to say something?
No, I was just trying to figure out what I was taking, so it's 8.
You take 8 points of damage, it's a DC 10. Don't save.
And I need to, I have advantage because of Eldritch Mind now. Here's the 2. Oh, well, one of them was.
One in the two. As you maintain your magic, Goel cares little for being in there. What's your DC, Jeffress?
Oh no, it uses my DC? Sorry, Goal. Yeah. It's 18.
I can tell you, give me a second. Spell scroll of 8th level is using... No, it's using a set DC. It's 18. It's the same?
Ah, sweet.
Yeah, surprisingly so. But yeah, so he fails and takes the full amount of 23 points of damage himself. Doing that, as he will just go steady on into the darkness towards the next target that he can find and go to war. So, strike, and if needed, strike.
Oh, that gonna hurt.
Needless to say that, Elwin, it is your turn, and there is a scarce made fewer for the enemies.
Yeah.
And Elwin, you're up next.
I will take a breath as I use not patient. That is a monk. Give me a second. I forgot my ability.
Second
spirit.
win. Or
no,
that
fighting
too.
spirit. Yeah. And
Zirin will call out, "Let them leave, please. It's not their fault."
The fuck are you talking about?
He will look to Zeren back. If you wish them to leave, you should face them. But I will honor you say I will not fight them. I look to the elf front of me.
It is obscured in the darkness and it cannot hear you because it's technically
Yeah.
in there. So
Yeah.
you see wailing gums coming outside from there, but
As I run here, I look to this guy. Before you attack me, see what I'm gonna do to your leader. I stand here between them. Can
in
I
the
stand between them?
presence. Yeah. Over there, that is. Assume.
Yeah, okay. I'll stand there
Yeah.
and look to this guy, saying in Elvish, "You just a worst nightmare, popping out front of my eye every time. And every time I meet you, I have more reason to make you to to tear you apart. And my first two attack, it will be Rabbit Strike.
Both hit.
So, and as he slash both sword together, and he will look back at him, and just to be sure, two more attack. And as he finished the fourth attack, I'm not gonna let you live. You hurt my friend.
Uh-oh.
Action search.
These are all on the same target, right? On here.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I told this guy.
Yeah, I heard.
Watch,
Just double
watch
checking.
me to do what I'm gonna do to your leader. So, just for fun, I'm gonna roll a d20. 2. So yeah. So yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did all that hit?
All of them hit.
So first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You hack and slash with your blades, each strike keen, striking as you force the woman to kneel down and drop. He turns towards you and says, "You cannot do that again before a short rest." No, I kid, obviously. That's I had
The true power of the Yoklol's metagaming.
as you turn and she goes down to the ground, kneeling, blood within her. She spits blood and venom towards you as she refuses to go without fighting.
And I look back to this guy and say, "My friend offered you live, but if you strike, I'll do worse, and I'll step back. And if he attack, I'm gonna kill him."
In the presence of a female, he is not going to let go of the opportunity attack. So he will indeed
Yeah.
make that up.
I know. I actually want to give a choice, but yeah, I'm gonna kill him after that.
Well, Zirin has the most pleading look towards the male drow, but he knows he doesn't have much of a like. He's not gonna blame Elwin for doing what he does. He's
The
just sad.
drow will move as Zirin looks towards it. The other drow will move and try to make a few attacks towards Judas on this attempt.
Did it take the damage from maddening, or was it not in there?
Yeah. I rolled already for that. If you see, it's before Elwin's
Sorry.
attacks. I was trying to save time. No
Okay.
worries. The drow moves towards it and swings twice towards Judas. As Judas is slicing towards the yokel, he just brings the great sword behind. Tin blocks the first attack. As he's about to do the second, he swings in a circular motion and manages to fend the enemy off. As the yokel meets there in front of you, Jeffress looks towards Judas, looks towards Jeffress, looks towards Elwin, and focuses its gaze towards them. Yes, use that yet. the height of the drow, its circular eye, its only eye glowing, and there this red hue, as it
Ugh.
will attempt to beguile you and use magic to enthrall you. I need you, Elwin, to make me a wisdom saving throw. You're at advantage.
No.
Yay. No. I
Uh,
turn, look to her eyes. I feel her magic. Like, I am done serving your kind.
Ooh,
Mm.
a perfect response, actually.
Jethris
And Jethris,
Jethro
you are
snaps his
next.
fingers at what Elwin says. Woo! Yes, but Jethris would like to not get hit by this thing again. He will dusty step over here next to Elwin. He's gonna say, "Y'all had your fucking chance. Whoever wants to live, they can drop their fucking weapons, but you guys pissed me off." And I'll shoot 2 mineral shots at this guy, this mage, lady, lass, and 1 at this fella. So here they are. Pew, pew. Pew.
Both attacks hit against the Drow Inquisitor.
Pacow! Pacow! For 7 points of damage and push 20 feet back.
And 24 hits the other target as well.
Oh, right. That one needs damage too. For 7. And push 10 feet.
10 feet. I'll assume that's your turn, Jethro.
Yeah. Yeah.
As right after that, the Ettercapcadi just cowers into the corners. The devil looks towards them and will yell out, "No! They deserve a second chance." And she will just dart straight into the maddening darkness. Even though that might not be able to save them, and she will use her action to heal this drow before it goes down. For it knows that it's not going to allow her to grapple it and pull it out. She moves and flies towards her, and she will use one of her healing touch against them. And as she flies towards them, that will be her turn. As Judas turns to his target, sorry, that was over here, I believe. Turns to his target, blade prepared, and he will swing twice at the Yolclaw. This time, might as well recklessly try and bring it down. So, both of them hit. Neither of them is a crit, and it's both of them plus 2d6 from Hex. That's good damage from Hex as well. 47 points of damage
Ooh.
onto the creature and will make the Yoklol blooded. His hits. Giant spider into the distance will fade away as the drow will clench her fist and try to plunge the dagger in your back, Jeffers. But first, let's make a wisdom save.
My back? What'd I do?
Makes the save and takes 16 points of damage. You know what? Just for the effect of it, I'll make the spectral dagger attack. I don't think it can do much to you in before. Not a critical hit. It's a 25. It's a normal attack. Only 12, that is. As the dagger just turns around and stabs you in the back, Jethros, as she will make her way out of there. Make me your con save. You definitely make it. And as she gets out of the maddening darkness, he grabs his spear and prepares to plunge it on Elwin. But as she gets out of the maddening darkness, she falls down from the damage of it. Yeah, no, technically the spectral dagger happens afterwards, but my game,
Oof.
my turn this time.
You take damage.
Zirin, you are up next. Zirin, you go ahead. Zirin,
Zirin,
Sharon!
yeah, my mic lost contact for a moment.
it's
So
okay.
Zirin will turn towards the Yoklol and and call out. If I see now, if they are to see ever, if they are to ever see the grace of the moonlight, you must go down. And he is going to raise his weapon, bloodied as he is, and start assaulting the Yoklol with all righteous fury he can muster.
Ugh.
Uh, so he's going to make his first attack and put a third level smite on it.
Oh, no.
It's a demon.
Yep. So it's gonna take 5d8.
Correct.
Yep. So it's only the first one. Sadly, it's only 14, but it's
I'll take the second one just to
okay.
emphasize your point. I
All
am
right.
gracious from time to time.
It's 8 plus 23, 31, and then do we still have the rule that only one smite per turn?
Yes,
Okay.
always.
All right.
That rules will always be
But
the case.
he's going to strike a second time at the creature, which will sadly miss. Uh, but I, for the flavor of it, he starts all. He throws away most of the grace he usually musters while fighting his dance-like fluid movements for very aggressive, wild swings at the demon, like it's the bane of his existence, and his whole relief hangs upon the demon perishing. And that will be Zirin's turn.
The drow will, with the heal, barely survive the damage from
Aw.
the maddening darkness and come out from it as far as it can, avoiding any opportunities attacks or anything such. But as it gets over there, it looks towards Elwyn. Elwyn looks serious, looks as if he means business, and will take it for that. And as it comes out, doesn't see any of doesn't see much more of his kind around, and Goel will just continue because he cannot hear anything there. He's just running straight in a line, hoping
That's
to
funny.
get somewhere in
We
there.
we hear all it screaming about. Ah, this is funny.
You do not hear anything as
Yeah,
well from that.
I think it's my turn, right?
It is your turn, Elwyn.
This guy, I think you take a dodge action, right?
He came out and took the dodge action, yes.
Yeah, I will turn to him really angry because I promised him that I'm gonna freaking kill him. Uh, if that's okay with you, DM. Uh, Alwyn respect Dylan so much. The same time, he have a word. If that's okay for Dylan to make a persuasion check.
Say again. Persuasion check for
Yeah,
what?
for Alwyn not go murder hobo.
Oh, you mean Zirin attempting that?
If that
Yeah.
okay with you and the DM.
I
I
mean,
DC,
have no issue, no quarrel with that.
my DC will be. Wait, let me calculate the DC. So it is 8 plus 5
It's
plus
2.
If it's easy
5.
for you, Elwyn,
It's 18 because it's Ray anger
okay.
muscles.
Okay, that's very fair. Yes, Zero will be more than glad to try and help make Elwyn avert their fury. As he will try and say, "They treated you like like monsters, but you are no monster. Don't you want them to have the same chance that you were given? And he'll try the persuasion. And I will use my inspiration for that, actually. That's the very first time a player asked me to do that, and I'm very glad to do my best for it.
Before you do
Hmm?
that, can we count that the Deva is taking the aid action and is giving them advantage with what they are doing? I'll leave it
Yes.
up to you.
All
Yeah.
right. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
So,
I
One
saw
more
the
time.
diva. I saw the diva entering, and I respect that she's like trying to save him. And Alan is a nice person, but yeah, until he pull his sword.
right.
Do it.
Woo!
As Alwyn like look to this person, and there are slash mark in his back, and there are poison seeping from his sword, and hearing their word, I will leave you. Not because I've changed my word. You're still a coward. I face and I put my sword in this woman's throat and like pierce it down to like indicate and finish her off. And I run next to Zeren and jump as using second. Sadly, I cannot get any temporary hit point because I already have from the former one. And fighting spirit with first to attack with first to attack rabbit strike. Oh, that's sad. 23 and two more attack with advantage.
The
30.
target will survive those strikes, Halloween, but still very much wounded from that.
I don't know what are you, but one thing you are following that spider woman, wherever she is, that deceiving people. That is my turn.
You tell it,
I'm just,
Eloin.
Seeing
I'm trying to insult her god in a really bad
seeing
way.
all that happening, those are two male drow fighters. Seeing another male drow fighter fighting them, and with an angel of a deity that's supposed to not exist apart. And on their side, there's just a demon. This one will disengage and take a step back as he will drop his blade to the ground and kind of just slam his heel to the other one to do the same, to be spared. Yet the Yoklol is not having it. If it can, it's gonna destroy that bit of hope that is left there. And it will shift from that form once again into a monstrous
Ugh.
spider and jump towards Zirin to try and end him. If it ends him, oh no, maybe hope ends for everyone.
That's a hit. That's a miss.
And as you're about to take the 23 points of damage, Judas will raise his hand and you will see the bite mark appear on his shoulder as he will be the one to take those 23 points of damage for zero. And Jeffress, you are up next.
So people are dropping weapons.
The two of them there.
Yeah. Still shrieking big cloud. I am worried about Goel because I know he's susceptible to this sort of damage. But the problem is I don't know how. I'm pretty sure he's like, when he's rages, he's like super angry. So I don't even know if he would use like the telepathic thing to be like, one down, or anything like that. So like, he's just been gone for a little bit. I don't I guess the main thing, I wouldn't want to be on the bad side of a deity. That would be unfortunate. So I don't think I would want the deva to get hurt. I will drop evil cloud. If that's okay.
That's more than fine, as the cloud will dissipate and reveal her. I will see. Did take some damage from the cloud, but not that much.
This thing is horrifying, so I don't even know if it's like, I can't be like, is this thing in dire straits, because it's just horrifying already. Like, spells. Spells. I can see so many dead bodies. Think. I'll just shoot the spider guy, I guess. That's
Spider
just
what?
that's just easy.
Yeah.
Guy, okay.
This spider guy, not Spider-Man. Spider guy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Obvious difference.
I heard something else. I heard something else.
Pichu, pichu, pichu.
17, 23 hit. 13 does not.
For 10 plus 17 damage. It's not bad.
It's also some bludgeoning, isn't it?
I do not have my jug with me right now.
I always forget that. But alas, both of those strikes will hit against your enemy. And with the second one, how do you want to do this, Jeff?
Oh, that's sick. I'll say. I'll say, age before beauty, bitch, and I'm living longer than you. And it'll shoot through her head. Nothing clever. That's just it.
I will drop initiatives as slowly Goel will die out. His rage will die out, and he will be making his return, but on a very strange side, as he's moving up forth, and every urge of him suggests to to bring the hammers down onto them. Both of them are bleeding. They're fallen to the knees, and they stand in front of the Deva and the rest of you. The door, however, still remains sealed as the Deva flies slowly in front of them. The question is more so out of character for us. Do you want to not extend, but kind of just do the quick RP to open the door right now? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of RP in there. Or would you rather do it next week? Because Snowsong is already stuck in the door. Up to you, Jeffrey. Because Elwin, Jeffrey, and Zayden.
He want to punch the guy who will slash him in the back.
I mean, that's cool with me if you guys want to do that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we can. Hopefully next week everybody will be. Well, everybody will be there. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Regulus
like
might be back. I don't recall if necessarily he will be, but
well,
but yeah,
90%
just
I'll
in
be there.
But yeah, more so to keep an eye out. I'm okay to wait for the Deva and those Drow. I'm more so asking about the door. Like, if you want to. The
Yeah.
main thing about it is a lot of information was given. If we wait for next week, we'll have to get people caught up on the whole mechanics
Was there-
of it. So might as well.
I mean, was there any writing on the door? I didn't ask that. I probably should have.
No writing at all. But as long as Snowsong is stuck there, and he seems to not go anywhere, this door keeps repeating the same passage again and again, and then makes a pause as it awaits for its completion.
I'm a search this lady. Maybe she has a key. That's totally why I'm searching her.
Alas, aside from some material components, some gold and some items, nothing of importance there. Most of them scattered across.
Is her scythe?
D-
Oh, was it scythe?
Her lance,
Oh, lance.
a
Was it?
spear, technically.
Is it a normal spear?
Once she's dead, its magic fades with her.
Boo.
Don't tell me, boo. That is the weapon they use.
I
It's
mean,
not a magical weapon.
does this excerpt sound familiar to me? Since I saw tongues up.
You have never heard of that. It is obscure knowledge and it doesn't fall down into your eyes. It's more so on what Elwin suggested. You found that religion. You can make a religion check as well to see if Jethros can find from context clues, but it's a hard religion check.
I'll attempt it.
Any chance Zirin can also make that religion check?
I'm sure you can aid. Like only the two of
Yeah.
you could, because only if someone trained in religion could put perhaps even attempt so. So
All right. Zirin will absolutely help Jethros with that one, sharing all the knowledge about Drow society and hierarchy. He knows the obscure things.
Sure. Advantage. Bow. 25?
you think, for the most
Hmm.
part, use a little bit knowledge of what Zirin is saying, and with that all taken together, you whisper a few more words, ever lost to your boundless depths, and the door shall open,
Ace No Song.
and Snowsong pours out of the door. And
Someone
here
can
is
explain.
where we're going to put a pause until next.
Can you explain to me what's happened?
I finished the phrase.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Alwyn take his sword and lunge to the drow. And kill Zeren because he's drow.
I throw Zirin into
Let's-
goop.
Let's not throw people into goop. Not just yet. Soon you'll get a chance for it.
Oh.
But yeah. Hope you enjoyed today's session. Hope you had fun. I'm sure myself did.
Man,
Yeah, of course.
I certainly did.
Yeah.
Mm.
Enjoy, everyone. If you need to add something, or if you have any questions, now is the time for that. Before we call it off.
No, I think I'm good.
Could-
Go ahead.
Could we have beach session? Like just go and relax.
I mean, the group has an invitation, or they have a reserved day of relaxation. A noble gifted that to them. But this is for exactly when the group wills. Just go and just be the brains out there. There is nothing planned.
Wasn't that Madron or something?
Not in Madron, it's in Viol's garden, but the Earl from Madron made the reservation. It's in Frightened Rewards, if I recall.
Yes. I'm looking at it right now.
Earl Bran Mondista.
Arranged a full day
I've arranged
retreat
it.
for you with your companions at the renowned hot springs of Viol's garden. Having spent many a tranquil day in those soothing waters, I can assure you it is a place of rejuvenation and relaxation. You'll be pampered, revitalized, and cared for in the most exquisite manner.
We should go there.
Just provide this letter at the reception and you will be served without a cost.
Is that the impression of the person who give it to you?
Yeah, he has a voice of Michael Caine.
I don't know. It's Michael Caine.
Aw.
But yeah,
Yeah.
It's
I
cool.
Enjoy.
Mm.
Have a great
Uh,
week. And if you need something, you all know where to find me.
yeah,
Of
thank you for the game,
course.
Kaizen.
Thank you, Kaz. It
Enjoy.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Mm.
Have fun. We went into Silob's lair, or should I say Siblob?
Yeah.
Ungolians.
And just give you there, just make sure. I'm glad you like that. I ask for persuasion. It's not like just to point out because in different game when I do that, people